Welcome
I
back.
Be famous.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with session, is it 52 now?
51 or 52, one of the two.
Oh, no, 53!
Oh!
You can't pick up that many cards. There's not that many cards.
Yeah, holy shit, that is more...
No, we're throwing in the one of the jokers right now.
Just one joker?
One joker right now.
We're throwing in the joker.
Because we've reached session 52, and we're now at session 53, that means, because we're almost reaching our 2-year point for the campaign, that we have had D&D on average every other week.
That's half as long as the Confederacy. Let's go another 2 years.
Alright, so
2 more years.
Because once again, life's been busy, things have gotten in the way of the session recap. I'm just going to let you guys freeform, just what happened? What do you guys remember happening? Because our friend Kelly was not here.
We scouted, me, Trill and Slane scouted for potential places where encampments were. We found 3.
We found the nearest 3.
Ingvald and Stonk had a discussion.
They did have a discussion.
It was very productive, wouldn't you say?
And Ingvald's staying here.
Also, Ingvald knows you're trying to kill him and he thinks it's funny.
Yeah, of course he does.
After that, Elric's mom talks to him.
You weren't there for it.
I also...
Sorry.
I put toffee on mild blast.
Session.
One conversation
I
at a
did
time.
put toffee on mild blast to the people who want to kill him. Oopsie doopsie.
Uh-oh.
I would have listened to it if Lauren hadn't uploaded it the night before.
Yeah, shush. Moving on.
Listen, my mom tried to talk to me and I can't say no to Mom. I gotta tell her.
I like Kelly going in blind for this, actually, because Tavi literally does know nothing.
I guess that does.
So, other than that,
But I mean, Tavi wouldn't.
I'm just gonna name the names
Lost
of
speaker.
Yeah,
okay. I'm going to name the names because I name every scene something fun. There's Tyrell is gay is one of them.
Okay.
Yep, good.
And Rickard talks to Gunnar. And somehow weaseled his way into becoming Lost Speaker.
Yeah, I've weaseled my way into becoming a Lost Speaker, and I bought a lot of Bloodstone.
You did buy a bunch of Bloodstone. Speaking of Rickard, I think that's where we're going to start our session today.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, over the next week, Rickard leads the strategy on the western wall facing the Watcher's Mound. Hilda's soldiers have been spotted donning the 3 red stripes of their claimed colors of New Avnordia. The Avnordian Empire wears 2 stripes of blue atop the forest of the green Merkvither, with a large stripe representing the River of Saga that protects the Empire, and the smaller strip representing the River of Elia, which cuts through the Empire. The New Avnordian colors have the same rivers on the flag, including a third river known as the Valkyria River, which borders Daskafell, Thaldenskirk, and Kalidler. There is blood in these rivers, all of them running red, and the eternal cold of blue is washed over the Merkvither. So their flag, I'll show you guys in the chat what that looks like, because I believe I've shared it, right? Have I shared it yet? No, it has not. Oh, okay, then I'll share it.
Were you posting it?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it in probably general or where is it?
Info, lore and maps. No, that's not maps. It's a flag.
But it is lore.
Oh yeah, I found it. Okay. I'm gonna compare the two. So we have in info treasury. I'm gonna post it. So we've got the Avnordian flag, which is a green background with 2 blue stripes. And then we've got the new Avnordian flag, which is a blue background and 3 red stripes. Whee! There's blood in the rivers, and the forest is eternally frozen. Look at the map symbolism.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Someone just sent me a happy birthday message.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Josh.
My birthday's not for another 5 months.
Happy birthday, Josh.
Happy
Birthday, Josh.
Happy birthday to
And
Josh.
October came early this year.
I think that's a wrong number.
Happy birthday to Joshua. Happy birthday to
What the fuck is
You
this?
could make it Scott's birthday today.
So,
Huh.
at this time, Nana has agreed to lower the temperatures of the area surrounding Beruvik. The people have been instructed to light fires and remain indoors for the time being She halts the snow, granting better visibility beside the misting, loose snow that dances on the ground between the trees from the breeze. Ingvald at this time is manipulating the wind, sending gusts through the forests and knocking heavy snow off branches onto groups of scouts who venture too close to the southern and western walls. Alongside Elric 10 and Ingeborg 5, Elric's dad and then sassy great aunt.
Some ways are related.
They are helping Rickard in commanding the staging of taunts and other psychological agonies towards the peeking soldiers that scout the wall.
Good.
Of the men under his command, one in particular catches Rickard's eye. Kelly, can you describe what this character looks like?
Oh
I actually
no.
don't know what he kind of... I don't...
Know this. He knows immediately.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Rickard! It's Tommy! He dyed his hair brown!
Wait,
Wow!
any enemy troops?
No?
No.
On the wall.
Are you wearing a different
Wow.
Rickard's
then?
command.
I'm wearing a hat now. He's a hat boy now.
I was thinking you were gonna wear like a blue bandana instead.
They'll never see this
More
one coming.
movie on Shanka.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Fluffy, your flap hat.
Yo, I love those hats.
Yeah, they're pretty fluffy.
Those are awesome.
What the fuck
I
was
have
it?
2.
You're probably shocked to
I have
see
one and I
the
kinda
new
wanna
law
get it.
speaker.
I
Who's
can't
this guy?
remember.
New law speaker.
Tommy, you have heard through the grapevine what the fuck's going on, and you are trembling in ye boots.
Oh, my boots.
Your little booties.
Also, no one talked to you last episode.
Yeah, no one tried to look for you.
Oh.
We didn't want to do it without you, and we forgot that would have consequences.
Boots. Also...
Nice. I like the hat.
There you go. That's what Kelly. That's what Tommy's wearing.
Nice.
I look like an NPC now.
Yeah, he just looks like a dude, but you're like, oh, I know that dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on it. I see what you're doing. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Oh shit, I stepped in something.
I'm not commenting on it yet, at least.
All right, sounds good.
But I see you. It's way more awkward to like bail you out. So you sneaking out doing this, great.
So,
It's a
Rickard,
win-win.
you're in charge of the psychological warfare.
Oh boy.
What sort of things over the week do you stage invisibility of them?
Oh.
What-
That is your two's prompt for
Hold
this.
on, I'm pulling up the
We've
Geneva
had a long rest since
Convention.
2 sessions ago.
Hmm?
We've had a long rest since 2 sessions.
Yeah.
I just logged in and it's still at like 20 HP.
This is-
Not at 20 HP.
I'm pulling up the Geneva Convention so I can know one point by point what war crimes you're committing. Okay.
So poop battery.
Largely, a lot of the illusions we're doing are making our place look a bit nicer off than we probably are. Like the walls looking a little less chipped. It's looking a little nicer.
Mm-hmm.
We're going with removing some hills around using some hallucinatory terrain. So now they're like gonna overstep and they're gonna fucking trip and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Little things like that, they add up.
Mm-hmm.
They add up.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, we're probably like doing stuff on top of the wall. I'm trying to think of specifics on what we could do on top of the wall that would really
taunt them.
that would really taunt them.
Eat food.
Yeah.
Like
That was
eating
one of
food,
them.
like eating food, make them look like, haha, we've got a lot more food. When in reality, we just got some bland ass porridge from Sinead's hands.
Yeah, we're assuming that you cast that and then you walk away because you're busy.
Wait, what? Sorry, I
Great food and water.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not a part of the scene, but you do help with that.
Yes.
So like we're eating some fake turkey legs.
Mm-hmm.
Make it look real good.
I don't
to
know
them.
where turkey came from, but
Tastes like
I guess
hard.
it's in fantasy Scandinavia now.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
The general vibes
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
It's going.
You're having
wild.
Thanksgiving on the wall.
Yeah, we are just absolutely just being dicks to these guys.
That's great. That's great. So
Occasionally, like an execution on the wall. Really scare them.
You are also being guarded by, like I said, Elric 10 and Ingeborg 5. So their job isn't necessarily to like help with the show. They are to keep watch and, if something does charge, to throw an explosion thing at them.
Yeah. I'm really happy that like my favorite members of the Elric family are with me.
The ones with no moral compass.
Yeah, Elric 10, not that Elric.
Yeah, the other Elric.
Honestly, I think Elric 11 is more insufferable than Elric, his dad. Dad's a dick.
Your dad's a dick, but he doesn't talk a lot. You just gotta the only time you gotta be afraid of him is when he starts talking.
That's valid.
On top of that, I'm not sure exactly what else going on. This is over an entire week, so there's probably a lot of little things like
right.
Yeah,
it's been a week.
Lots of almost practical joke level stuff, but that's gonna add up.
Right. Sounds good.
Question: how many days has it been since the death of the previous law speaker?
Good luck.
I mean, this whole thing is taking a course over a week. So,
what's up?
What do you got, guys? The background noise. This
sorry.
microphone picks up everything when there is chatter in the background, and I'm not trying to be rude right now. This is just truly a fault of this microphone. When we have chatter like that, when I level the audio, everyone's voice becomes equal, and it becomes impossible to hear the main conversation.
Sorry.
Yeah. So that's what the in-session chat is for. You guys can scream and meme all you want. Sound good?
Yeah.
So, okay. Sorry. I had to be a bit of a downer there, but that has been
you're
bothering
good.
me the past few audios. So, for the most part, I'll say that Tavi. So you are. What have you introduced yourself as? What do people call you?
Evat.
No. He's going by Osborne Finairson.
Fannerson. Yep. So you call him Osborne now.
Ozzy Osbourne again.
I'll go by Ozzy.
I'm somewhat of a demon worshiper myself.
Over the course of this week, I'll say that, those small little moments happen. There is not much escalation going on right now. At this point, it's just...
We're on the fuck you,
yeah.
no you stage.
Yeah, you're in the fuck you, no you stage of the siege right now. And as a matter of fact, Stonk is probably bored as shit. Again, which is unfortunate. He probably thought they were going to start fighting soon, because I don't think a siege is something Mr. Stonk here is familiar with.
Nope.
Yeah, the sieges generally aren't very exciting until like the end. Yeah.
Usually it's a lot of starvation.
Yeah, usually it's a lot of starvation. Maybe some warfare of throwing bodies over the walls.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty.
They might charge the wall to see if it's flimsy or not.
If we've got any spare corpses, those are going over the wall into their camp.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Because Tavi is.
You could probably throw a couple you could probably throw a couple warding. What is it called?
Okay.
Glyph of warding.
That's they disappear. They dissipate after 30 feet.
Hear me out. You go to Nana.
Yeah.
She absolutely has goats that she has corrupted with her dark magic, so she doesn't need anymore. Chuck those over.
Yeah, you can chuck the cows that she's laid.
She's already sucked all the blood out.
Yeah,
and shit.
all the animals that she's bloodlet over the past month.
Do we have plague
she's
people?
cool
We can
with it.
chuck them over the wall too.
If she's cool with
Chemical
it,
warfare.
then sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to put
Slinning
something
it over
on
here.
right now.
The bodies are a waste. So
Send the
she doesn't care.
STD machine.
Yeah.
Give them AIDS.
If only we had syphilis. man.
I will say, because Mr. Osborne here has 19 strength. Could you do a quick strength check as you throw a body over the wall?
How far can you need to go?
That one.
That is.
Okay, that's fine.
I've done this every day.
Could you also grab me a Band-Aid? My mosquito bite's acting up again.
They're on top of it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Is this just a general strength check, or do you want me to apply
Wow.
anything?
This is just the worst.
This is just a general strength check.
Alright, that's gonna make it a 21.
21? Alright, explain how you yeet this corpse. Like, explain the ragdoll physics as this.
It does cartwheels.
Yeah.
Is it a human corpse? A goat corpse?
Yeah. What is it? What is the first
Goat simulator.
object you throw at them? A goat. All right. So I'll say with a 21. As you do that, like. They look over, like, you see that one of the scouts, like, kind of, like, peers over the bushes that they're hiding out in to, like, see what you threw at them, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, it's a fucking goat! They threw a fucking goat at us! And you just see, like, the bush just start shaking violently.
They have so much food they could throw their life to.
Oh, I didn't even consider that.
Exactly.
You can shout, like, I thought you needed some rations!
Dude, who wants to do that? You can do that, Rickard.
Thought you needed some rations. I stole it.
That's okay.
I stole it.
Word for word.
Word for word.
You see
And I
Ingeborg and
apologize.
Elric go.
Do they go grab the goat because food's food?
No. They would not be allowed. They would not be permitted to do that.
And it's
You
not
both are really
poison.
hungry and very tempted to go get it.
They are very tempted to go get it, but they, at this point in the siege, have not been permitted to do so.
I wanted to go at the goat and see how fucked up that goat is.
It's a Family Guy death pose right now. The goat equivalent of Family Guy death pose. Take that.
Thank you.
Hi, Mocha.
Right. Next would be, because this takes place over the course of a week, if at all does Rickard have a chat with Osborne, or hint to the knowing of his identity.
I mean, probably. I probably won't have a full-on conversation, but
Give him orders.
giving an order plus a nod.
Wait,
Insight
Insight
check.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh no.
I was gonna say, maybe it's funny if you just let, just Tavi think that he's in the clear.
No one knows. I have Rickard fooled.
I hope you roll low, because that would be...
11.
11.
Look, Rickard
You
usually
have
misses
no
the
idea.
big
That's the
picture,
best
but
insight I think
he's
I've
very
rolled today.
detail-oriented.
You have no fucking idea if he knows, and that in just being stared at by him or looked at by him, you just fear at any moment that he's just gonna be like, I know.
Boy, it feels like just being at home.
Yeah.
Man.
No.
I know. I don't know how much Tavi would realize that Rickard wouldn't give a shit. Like, oh hey, extra hands.
Rickard thinks
Like, there are worse people to know than Rickard.
that's horrifying.
See, Rickard may be a bad person, but he's like...
Rickard may be a bad
You
guy.
sat me down for like a dad talk once.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
no,
sitting
no,
down
no.
for a dad talk. He doesn't discriminate.
Yeah.
He's just...
You made me a bad guy.
He just has demons and Pokeballs.
Yeah, you know.
What a guy, what a quirky little guy.
Well, quirky little guy with the giant crab demon.
Do you ever like a crab demon, or are you saving that for the big show?
Oh, we're saving that for a big show.
Or if we want some crab legs to eat.
Demon crab legs, my favorite.
I could eat them and be fine, probably.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see crab demons fight trolls. That's gonna be so fun. Alright. Other than that, I kind of had a free form specifically for your guys's because it takes place over a week or so.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other things that you wish to roleplay or, see how they react to taunting them, just being assholes? You guys are in charge of the psychological warfare on the wall. That's a big responsibility.
I don't know who does this,
Am I?
but at some point,
You're not there.
At some point, somebody's got to do like a piece of food on a fishing rod and
Just like a...
reel it back.
Yeah, you've got a piece of jerky, a big piece of dried meat attached to a rope.
You gotta be quicker than
Are
that.
they within
Yeah, people
30
that,
feet
but in
of the
reality,
wall,
it's just a
or
minor
perchance?
illusion.
No, they're not within 30 feet of the wall.
And they
The,
put their
the
hand,
wall
it's
is
really
30
it,
feet
hurts,
tall.
Like how?
Oh.
You guys are you're probably in one of the two towers at the minute, or at least between the towers, and I believe the towers are called Alfar and
Badar.
Frida, I think. Let me check.
You got that.
Hertha and it's Hertha and Alfar, which are the western wall ones. So you guys are atop one or both of those towers while doing this.
I did want to see if at some point I could, like, channel divinity or something, because, like, I don't know if Thor's, like, so angry at me that he, like, I don't know.
Do you try and hide yourself casting it?
Could do it in the bathroom.
Do while pissing.
Daddy Thor, I'm sorry.
I'll just do it behind a box or something. Does it matter? I don't think it matters.
It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, it's not.
Daddy Thor, you could kill me after I kill all the demons.
But I don't believe Divine Sense gives you anything.
Oh, are they within 60 feet of me?
What does Divine Sense get? I know it says, like,
No, I have an abjure enemy, which, like, frightens them.
Undead. Fiends. Crab monsters, probably.
Yeah. You don't sense any crab monsters. Divine Sense. Sense, you know at the location of any celestial. There are no celestials, there are no fiends, and there are no undead within 60 feet of you. That is not behind total cover.
Can I abjure an enemy and just scare one of them from afar?
How do you, I'll say Elric 10 is the one who's doing the fishing right now, and as they're, like, throwing it at them and kind of pulling it away, like, you see one of them, just with a little bit of, like, a hunger-stricken face, like, peek over the bush. Do you cast it on him?
Yes.
Okay. So what does that do?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw. On failure, the creature is frightened and its speed is reduced to 0 for 1 minute, or until it takes any damage.
So it's gonna stare and sit in the bush. Pissing.
I rolled a 2. So you just immediately, as he's just like, I'm done, and he just fucking leaves. Like, I am done with this. And you, I'll say, your perception isn't high enough. All you hear is the shrieking. But Rickard, you hear them. Their morale is falling.
I'll listen to their screams.
Yeah, their morale is falling.
Those are horses.
That's scary.
So it does work.
It does work.
Great.
Do we want to move on? Or do you guys want to do anything else?
Anything else we got?
I think I got the gist of
You got the gist of what's going on?
I think I got the gist of what's going on across. I know what we're doing later, but I got the gist of what's going on right now.
Alright, sounds good. Then I say let's move on. The distraction on the wall led by Rickard continues, and the mission of stealth and sabotage begin the preparation and execution over the next couple days. Stonk has been positioned at the wall of the front western gate beside the Tower Alfar and is, most likely, pissed about how bored he's been for the past few days.
I am very pissed. I am angry.
Thyra approaches you in the middle of one of these boring shifts.
You want to go crazy? You want to go ape shit?
Aren't you tired of being nice?
Yes!
Just let it all go.
I'm gonna rage.
Stonk has become a monk, actually, in the last few days.
No.
She approaches you and, like, says it under her breath. Like, she leans in close to you and says it under her breath. She goes, I need to ask you a favor.
What is it?
She sighs and says, in war, terrible things must be done and terrible things must be seen. You understand that, right?
Of course. What is it?
I need your help during some attacks tonight. I need someone to help me slaughter the horses.
Alright. When, where?
Well, within the next day or so. Most likely by nightfall. We're the kind of people who get things done in war, Stonk. We're the ones who do and see terrible things. I'll see you then.
But don't forget, we're doing it for the good reasons, right?
For the good reason, right?
Thyra, lawful evil.
Is Stonk saying that to convince himself he's doing this for that reason?
No, he just thinks it's funny.
Oh, no, that was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
In-character joke or out-character joke?
Both.
You ready, Josh?
Yes.
Oh boy.
You should speak with animal.
Stonk
Good
and
idea.
Thyra head out with a small amount of supplies for the mission. Thyra leads the way, finding routes of shallower snow throughout the wilderness, heading westward towards the Watcher's Mound outpost. Eventually, Thyra spots the edge of the stables within the trees, and she looks over to you and whispers under her breath, "You slice their throats, I'll deepen the wounds, make it quick, make it quiet." She shifts into a small wolf and begins a stealthy approach. Time to roll stealth.
Oh boy. Stealth, right, yeah.
John told Slane you were going?
You are...
Nope.
You're doing the sabotage mission as this is happening.
Okay.
So all of these, stories I'm telling are
Okay.
concurrent. They're happening at the same time for the most part.
Never mind that, because I was going to give you advantage on stealth, but I need it for my own uses.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to help me on stealth.
Yeah,
so.
it's just you and Thyra right
Time
now.
for a flat +2.
Oh boy.
This might be where I use my inspiration.
Stealth is definitely.
That's a 5!
Do you want to use it?
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Oh, okay.
I know it's not ideal, but that's bad.
It's just horses. You can talk to horses.
14.
Okay.
That's a passable stealth. Let me remove my inspiration.
Talk to
Goodbye,
horses.
my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
Alright. You are lucky. Horse's passive perception is 10. They are not spooked by either of you.
Cool.
You, Thyra crouches down and kind of with the little wolf nose, kind of burrows their way and creates a route through the snow for you to travel through, and inevitably finds a small little crack kind of in the wood paneling of this makeshift stables that they've made and slips her. She looks back at you, goes, and then slips in through a crack you cannot fit through.
I'll, take a look at it, see if I can just, maybe wrench the crack open a little bit more and just sneak in, or if it just seems too stuck on, I'll find another entrance.
You could do it with sleight of hand.
Why are you making me
Or you
do
can walk around.
Dex check?
It's funny.
That would be
It's funny.
sneaky.
I'll just walk around.
Okay. You do find the bigger entrance and you just kind of weave your way in. You already rolled a high enough stealth check, you're good.
Okay.
You make it into the stables, which, as you see Thyra kind of standing in the middle of it, all of these, sleeping horses for the most part have not noticed the wolf that's kind of slowly patrolling the outside of the stables. And the large Goliath who walks in, while is a large human, doesn't spook them. You hear a little bit of a stir as they kind of look at you. But, Thyra looks around, she counts them. You count them as well. There are 8 horses in this stable, but on the far wall there is another doorway that could lead somewhere else.
Okay. I guess we'll start with the killing.
Alright, so the way that this is gonna go
Okay.
is...
Tell me how we do the horse slaughtering minigame.
Yeah, this is the mechanics.
Oh.
You-
The mechanics. Alright,
You
cool.
roll your attack,
Okay.
and then you roll your damage,
Mm-hmm.
and then Thyra is going to attack at the same time in hopes you immediately take them down.
Yeah.
Without spooking the other horses. Because not only do you not want them to be loud, you don't want to scare the other horses.
Yeah. Alright.
Sounds good?
Alright, let's start with the first one.
Go.
What would the effect of Reckless be on this?
Nothing.
No.
You
I get advantage on all attacks and
I
it
mean,
doesn't
do you
impose...
make a noise when you use Reckless?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Then you're good.
You
Alright, cool.
Swing more
You're
wide.
Then I'll
just,
just
it's just a
constant Reckless.
wild swing.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that there was no disadvantage to using Reckless.
Mm-hmm.
The horses could kill you back.
Okay, the first one's a nat 20.
Okay, so, I don't even think that Thyra needs to roll for this
Let
one.
me roll first, though, because I love to see what...
He could roll ones.
1d10 plus 1d6, and then
Is the
double.
horse just left standing there?
Mhm.
That's
Yikes.
11, 22, plus 9, 31 damage?
It has 10 hit points. Wait, no, it has 13 hit points.
How much of a head falls on the floor so you don't just go?
Nice, quiet, right.
It actually
Shunk!
And it just falls to the ground, and the body just slumps to its knees and then falls over. Some of the horses just kind of start huffing a little bit and clip clop a little bit in place, but have not made enough. You with a nat 20, that's a good thing. It was quiet.
Yeah, that was immediate.
Okay,
you kicked
1 down, 7 to go.
Alright.
No fear.
Let's go.
You kick so much ass that the horse actually stays.
Nat 20 again.
Horse killer.
Okay, do you do the same thing with the next one? You just see Thyra like
Great Weapon Master. Okay. 12, 24, 33.
Thyra like opens her wolf mouth like ready to strike, and then as the horse's head just falls to the ground, you just see a little bit of like wolf slobber just kind of drip on the ground. And she just like looks at it with her mouth agape, just like, ah.
She's getting to do nothing.
The more you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're both, we're both a victim here. We're both doing this, alright?
We're into it.
We're both a part of the problem
I
here.
think at this point you succeeded. Now you're just doing the victory lap.
Yeah, alright, next one. Not a nat 20, unfortunately. That's a 24.
24, it's just,
damn.
You still do
You
it.
have the psychological warfare of going to your stable and every horse is clean.
Their passive perception is 10. If you roll anything under a 10, they notice it.
Okay.
So you're gonna be fine.
Okay.
Just as long as you don't fucking with it.
15 points of damage.
Okay, you get that one. You don't need Thyra's help for that one either.
Okay.
I don't think Stompy's gonna need Thyra's help for this.
She's meant to, like, if his isn't a killing blow, then she's the one who finishes it off.
Yeah.
But that's also...
She's taking a waiting on her action.
Yeah.
She's preparing it.
That was number 3, so this is number 4.
Number 4.
That's a 18.
18. Okay, you still get it. One of them kind of like rears a little bit and neighs, but overall the guards who are on the outside don't pay any mind to it because horses get spooked very easily. They just kind of look back and they go like, oh, like what's going on in there, and they just assume that the horses who have died are now laying down.
14 damage for that one.
All right, that one falls as well.
Yep.
You go kill the one that Nate does punch.
Yes. That one's next. It made noise. How dare it?
It revealed my position.
21.
Yep.
Now all of China knows you're here.
I don't need to re-roll because that's 14 already plus 5, 19 damage.
You are destroying
At least
Stunk the horse.
Remember the first campaign where every horses just died except for Zaren's absolute champ?
Oh, yeah.
We're making up for it right now.
How many horses has Stomp killed in this?
That was 6.
That was 5.
That's 5.
So this is number 6.
Okay.
Natural 20.
You're gonna get to the battle and roll all one.
Yeah, this is never gonna last. That's 11 times 2, 22 plus 5, 27.
Okay.
I think that one's dead too.
Yeah.
So number 7 here.
So that's
21 to hit.
4 horses that have just been straight up decapitated.
Oh wow, this might actually not kill.
We're putting on a horror show right now.
11 points of damage. This is
They
the
have
one.
13, so Thyra has to go in for that one.
Yep.
And that definitely does hit, because even though it's a 9, they have an armor class of 10.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna quickly do a little wolf attack right now. That's 2d4 plus 2 piercing damage.
so
That's
which is
more than enough. Yep.
So, this one falls and begins to, like, whine a little bit, but then Thyra just goes in and it just falls to the ground silently.
I just wanted to make sure that Thyra had something
Yeah,
to do.
there you go.
wanted to.
Alright, is this the last one then?
That was 6, I
That
thought.
was 7.
That was
we
7,
just
okay,
did.
then this is
So
8.
this is 8. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. 27.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Barbarian moments.
Yep. And Great Weapon Master. Thank God for that. 7. Oh, I'm actually gonna need her help for this one too. 12 total damage. Did she miss?
She missed.
She fucked it
She
up.
rolled a 3 and it's a +4.
Oh.
She missed. As this
Quick
happens, the horse just lets out a
I do have
cry.
another attack.
It begins to let out a cry. You can do your other attack now.
Yeah.
But
No,
at this point, there has been some noise disturbance.
double 10s for 19.
Alright.
And, yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
15.
Sounds good. At this point, you hear, like, the muffling of guards as they, like, what's that? What's that? Do we got, like, is there an animal in there? Oh. And so you hear them, like, talking, but they aren't actively coming inside yet. They're just kind of discussing, like, Do we check on them? It's the horses are being horses again.
You could kill the horses in 30 seconds. You're good.
Yeah. Like, they'd be louder if there was a wolf in there. Yeah. And so as that one goes down, Thyra just, like, the blood kind of dripping from her maws just kind of, like, just shakes it off a little bit and begins kind of walking a little bit towards the exit and turns to you. And, like, gestures toward the exit.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go to... So, I can't go out the front entrance, because that's probably where they would, like...
That's where they are right now.
And I didn't fit through the side entrance. The other room.
You got a Kool-Aid Man your way out.
I would like to go to the other room and see what's there.
Alright. You approach and open the door silently. I'd like you to make another stealth check.
Oh, I love those.
Is every horse dead?
Yep. That's in this room.
Stealth? Stealth. 6. Stealth.
6. You open the door to the second room, and the hinges just kind of like squeak. And as this happens, Thyra immediately, like, her wolf ears go back, and she's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And she looks around, and the front door begins to open, and she bolts out the entrance. Do you run in the other room?
Yes.
Okay.
I shut the door behind me.
Slaughter your way out.
As quietly as I can, I try and shut the door behind me so that they don't notice.
Sounds good. You still rolled poorly.
I know.
So whatever is in this room does react to your presence.
Yeah. It's absolutely empty.
There are 2 horses in this room. One, brown, kind of dull trotter, who, as you walk in, like, is kind of right by the door, immediately rears and, like, just in fear of just, spook! And it just, like, kind of starts running a little bit in place. And in front of you turns a massive black Frisian horse. And it just stares you down.
God, a war horse. No, don't kill that one, Star. Claim your birthright.
That's the plan.
This is where you drop your halberd and win in a fisticuffs. Earn its respect.
To the horse.
I don't know if I have enough time for Speak with Animals.
You got the
cast line.
Josh, now you gotta take 3 levels in fighting a cavalier.
Take the horse. Take the horse.
I'm going to,
You gotta bust out of there. GTA steals a car.
Kool-Aid Man your way out.
There are now 2
I'm going to summon all of my Chris Pratt energy, and I'm gonna Velociraptor wrangle this horse.
You're like,
Okay.
I want.
I
Alright.
want.
Roll animal handling.
Oh boy!
You're great with this, right, Josh?
He has proficiency.
I do have proficiency.
Wow.
It doesn't prevent bad rolls, though. Okay, this one's been rolling better for me. Don't fail me now, as you just failed me. As you just failed me again. 8.
8.
I love rolling bad.
So, with an 8, like,
Yeah.
you start kind of, like, grabbing for the reins. You're like, hey, quiet. And as you kind of grab for the reins, it immediately pulls its head away, and then with its ass just tries to whack you up against the wall, and it tries to attack you.
Alright.
So with its hooves, that's a plus... Ooh, that's a 21 to hit.
That'll
So
hit.
that's... I'm gonna roll damage real quick here.
Okay.
As you're like standing between it and the wall, and it uses its body weight to just ram you into the side of the
I'll
wall.
have you know that I'm planning on using Stone's Endurance against this, because
Okay.
I think it would be very funny to just flex on the
That's
horse.
totally fine. Let me roll damage
And
right
to
here.
prove to the horse, you don't scare me.
Flex on the horse like you flex
That's
on it.
10 damage, 10 bludgeoning damage.
10 damage? Alright, let's see what I get from Stone's Endurance. Minimum! Oh my god, I'm actually gonna take damage
From a horse.
from a horse.
A champ horse.
I only reduced 5, so I take 5
Schwarzenegger.
points. Oof.
Oof.
I'm below 100 HP, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
Stock's
no.
gonna die.
Yep.
The dice were right.
Yeah, I rolled too many nat 20s to kill all those horses.
Alright, well, you either have to steal the horse or you gotta kill the horse. This horse can't live.
as that happens, the horse. I'll just state them because I'm sure you're familiar enough with animals to know, like the not possible to say blue horse. The brown horse is a female, and then the black horse is a male. And the female horse is just like super spooked by this whole thing. She's just a sensitive girl, so she's acting up. And this Frisian horse is just like fucking with you at this point because it is like 8-9 feet tall, so it is eye to eye with Stalk.
I would like... Okay, can I do a perception check to see if they're, like, in the other room?
Yeah,
and,
do a
like,
perception check.
And checking it out, coming towards this room. I want to know how
much time you got to work.
How much time do I have to work with?
The rule that we have, I think we've placed before, is you get 3 tries. So you have 2 more animal handling checks before you have failed.
I know. I just want to see how much time I have, if I can do, like, speak with animals. Prescription is a 14.
You don't have long at all. They are about to make their way in.
Alright, then I am going to try to mount this horse.
Alright, animal handling.
I will mount horse.
No, not try. I will.
I will mount this horse. I will mount this horse. I will mount this horse. I will mount this horse
so bad.
No!
What'd you get?
11.
Okay, if you
get bucked off.
No.
That's going to be a miss. So I'll say as you, like, try to grab onto the rein and pull yourself up, it once again, like, rears a little bit and pushes you off. You don't take any damage, but it does not. It's like, you're not fucking touching me, you whore.
Do it
and
again.
at this point, it's face off with you.
Do it again.
Do it again.
You either gotta do it again or you gotta kill it.
Or you could try, or you could just go for the basic horse. You could go for the basic horse.
Or hear me out. I grapple the horse, and then I mount it.
You could do that!
I am going to grapple the horse.
Powerful build! You use the
Alright, so it's gonna be strength, right?
Yeah, I think it's acrobatics or athletics for you, and then it's athletics for me.
Oh, that was almost a d20, but it was cocked up against the end, so I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Nat 20 again.
Now the question is...
Rage.
Is rage worth it?
I am angry, you won't let me ride you.
This horse is kicking your ass.
I am angry. I'm gonna rage. If I fail, I just kill all the horses and the people. You know, it's kind of a win-win.
Go.
I don't rage.
No, you
well,
rage,
I do rage. I don't kill them all.
Yeah.
So now I get advantage, thank God.
Don't kill them all yet.
That's a non-natural 20.
It rolled a 10. It was not expecting you to grapple it, but as you do, the other horse just starts crying and screaming out of fear.
Okay, fair enough.
He's actively, like, trying to fight you out. Like, the fuck you doing?
Alright, now that I have it grappled, I'm gonna try it and mount it again.
I'm gonna say with advantage.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't think that lady horse is meant for war.
I don't think... Yeah. Okay. Woo! 16!
16.
This is better than nothing.
You climb onto it, and as this horse is just focused on getting off the ground, it stands up. You hold your balance, and it just books it out of the door with you holding on for dear life.
Does it just, like, break through the barn door, and I'm, like...
It pushes it open. As it pushes it open, you see the 2 guards who are coming in to check this situation gawking at the dead horses surrounding it. And the big war horse, Hilda's war horse, comes charging through the door.
Oh, no.
And straight through them as well. Like, he just bulldozes straight through them, out the door,
Question.
and you gotta get control.
As I'm passing by one of them,
Yes.
can I lash out and kick them?
I'll say with disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
Because you are actively trying to hold on
That's
to the
fair.
horse.
No, that's fair. I just want to do it because I think it would be very funny if I just kick one.
Kill them with one kick.
That's a... I think... Oh, shit. 16 to hit.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's an unarmed strike because it's just my foot, so
Plus
5 damage.
Plus
and I'm raging, so 7.
You kick him up against the wall. He falls, like, up against the wall, and it just dramatically, like,
Does he land
He lives.
on one of the horse heads?
Yeah, and he starts screaming, so you hear this screech as you're running away.
Who's screaming louder, the lady horse or him?
Him, probably. At this point, the black horse just going wild at this point and just books it into the wilderness.
Okay.
You're gonna have to make a series of other animal handling checks to get this under control, but
That's
I will
fair.
say you are out of the general proximity of the outpost.
When we are out of the general proximity of the outpost and not really in danger,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to start casting Speak with Animals.
While you're holding on.
While I am holding on.
Mm-hmm.
I can make any animal handling checks while I try and do that, but yeah. I'm going to try and get to the point that I can do that.
Alright, get 3 more. You get 3 more.
Okay. No advantage?
No advantage.
Alright. So these are probably going to be garbage, because +3 is not much.
It's not like you used all your nat 20s up, right?
Yeah. Oh my god, I did. 16.
16? Okay.
9.
9.
Alright, let's do a different one. Let's do this one. 19.
Alright.
Bless you.
Moving on. So at first, you're holding on, you're stable, but then the horse starts weaving through the trees.
I get
And
hit by a couple
You
trees.
get hit by a couple, you get knocked around, you try and hold on, you're not even holding on to the reins, you're holding on to its neck.
Yeah.
But eventually, you're able to pull yourself up and you're just like, nope, and you pull its reins back, and as it, rears up into the air, you hold it down, and it, still stomping around angrily, have at least made it not try to kick you off of it.
Mm-hmm. Alright, do I get Speak with Animals?
Yep, what do you say?
Oh god.
What do you say to him?
Are you going to charm this horse or intimidate this horse?
Oh god. Good question.
Friends or enemies or frenemies? You did slaughter its whole family.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a horse. Horses probably know slaughter when they see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not
WWSD.
Peace, horse, or I'll kill you.
As you say that, it kind of not really understanding why it can understand you, whips its head back and forth. You bathe in the blood of my brothers!
Yeah, that's fair.
And I will bathe in the blood of yours if you do not behave.
Then once again, kind of rears up in the sky and begins to try and kick you off.
Yeah.
That would be an attempt to get out of the grapple.
So, alright, grapple check.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta ask, why are you threatening the horse? They are
You want it to be a friend.
yeah, you want it to be your friend? They are easily startleable. Just walking behind them causes them to freak out and kick you.
Look,
Exactly.
Stonk is not a
Stonk
animal
thinks he's
person.
already burned this bridge.
He may be a beast or a totem barbarian, but
He's
he
not
doesn't.
a beast
He's not
barbarian.
a beast barbarian. He does not associate with beasts.
That was
No.
his breath.
I've noticed
He's got the animal handling skills.
17.
17. Okay. So 13 plus 4, 17.
17.
So it beats you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically it does.
So as you say that to it, it bucks you off of it and kind of trots around you in a circle.
If it leases his range, he has opportunity to attack.
It looks down at you, yells at you, "What have you done?" And it's circling you at this point.
This is war. Sacrifices had to be made. You were just on the wrong side.
It's a horse.
I'm trying to think.
It is a war horse.
I watch
It's
Centaur
too
World, they
intelligent.
understand.
It's
Yeah,
not
what is the
smartest.
horse's
Yeah.
purpose in life?
Does it enjoy bloodshed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Promise it after.
Yes.
Well,
War
then
horses
promise-
do enjoy bloodshed.
promise-
The knowledge
more
and
bloodshed
awareness
for
of
this
many
horse.
beasts is limited by their intelligence. Yeah. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you.
Forget the blood sacrifice.
Yeah, forget all about that, buddy.
Gaslight this horse. Tell him it didn't happen.
As you kind of threaten it further, it'll begin to approach you a little bit more, and at this point, just huff what do you call it? The frost that kind of huffs out of its nose.
Mhm.
This thing is pissed with
Yeah.
it, and you can even see even though it has jet black eyes, it's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
And it goes what do you want of me?
Oh God, I am trying to intimidate a horse into following me, and I know this is like a terrible idea, but I feel like this is just something he would do. He's not trying to make nice with a horse. He would try and threaten it or just kill it if it's not gonna follow along.
You could try to manipulate it emotionally because it is a horse, and be like, your previous master is unworthy. Like, horses are absolutely fucking narcissists. Like, have you seen them? Have you seen them? You gotta flatter him.
Inkhorst. Tell me your gift to Igvald.
Oh God.
Does horse understand the concept of Ingval?
I don't think it does. You could ask its name.
Reggie.
Hey, it's Reggie from Nintendo.
It's Reggie from Nintendo.
What did he ask before we went on this tangent?
Like, what do you want from me?
What do you want from me? Okay.
What do you want from me?
Your service, if you'll give it. Your previous master was clearly unworthy. I will be a far more suitable rider for you.
Unworthy? What makes you say that?
This is a smart horse.
This horse, literally the personality is, he's a Chad.
Just go roast Hilda. Roast Hilda to this horse.
Do I even know that this is Hilda's horse?
No, you can assume it was in a private stable.
Okay, so I can only make an assumption, but...
This is a fancy horse.
This is either Hilda's horse or the
Someone
bastard's
important.
child.
Right, this is either the Hilda's horse or her son.
And I doubt it's a son.
Yeah.
The son is chonky for it. But though this is a Chad horse. We need a Chad horse can pull it off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Horse.
Does the Chad horse have arthritis?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I need to go afterwards.
Both of you get up at the same time.
Go. Go.
That to yourself, you whore.
I didn't want to move.
So what do you say?
Yeah, I am going to say... I've bested your previous master in many battles, which is true, and I have faced off against the gods themselves.
Persuasion check? Do you have advantage because you can talk to them, or?
Technically,
advantage for rolls?
It doesn't give you anything,
what gives
really.
you advantage on, like, charisma checks against it?
That would be like a higher level one. Speak with animals just lets you communicate and maybe get a small favor if you
animal
can
friendship.
Okay, so
Probably what you
no.
want.
Yeah, so yeah, just a flat perception. Not perception, persuasion then.
Can I not intimidate?
No.
I mean, if he touches on the horse's bonds, ideals, and failures, you could get advantage, maybe.
18?
18?
18?
It lets out a final huff and kind of, like, looks down at you a little bit. Prove it. Fight me.
Okay.
Fight the horse. But don't kill the horse. Only fight the horse.
I'll fight the horse.
Fight it with your bare hands.
How's the wolf reacting to all this?
The wolf is Thyra ran away. So they ran off in different directions.
Gotcha.
I just want Thyra to be in the corner. She found Stock is just watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
you gonna charge?
Weapon or no weapon?
Oh, I don't remember how beefy war horses are in the HP department.
This is Hilda's warhorse. Bear in mind.
You don't want to kill the
So
horse.
he's like not asking for a fight for the death. He's just like, prove it, hit me hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haymaker.
Alright, I'll give him a haymaker then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna try and kill.
Oh, roundhouse kick to the head.
Yep. Reckless, of course.
Got it.
I don't want to use the
Punch his
chunky
horse
dice.
in the face.
The chat's very cursed right now.
That was a nat 1 and an 18 for a total of 26.
Ooh, do you want to explain how you punch it in the face?
So it's like, prove it. fight me. I'm just gonna go, alright, and I'm gonna roll up my imaginary sleeves, walk up, do the Belmont walk to the horse, and then I'm just gonna fucking punch it into the ground.
As you do, like, it tries to, like, reestablish its footing, and it will attempt to kick you back.
No, wait. I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
Punch the
Go
horse
ahead.
again.
I only did 5 damage to it, because I'm not raging.
Non-lethal.
Yes, it's all non-lethal. I'm not trying to kill.
Not trying to kill his future.
Trying to concuss.
Non-natural 20.
So you're no longer raging at this point. That's 10 damage total then?
Yeah, 10
Okay.
damage total.
So as you give it 2 hits, like, it'll stumble backwards a little bit, and it'll attempt to, like, kind of, like, buck you a little bit and hit you back.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a plus 16, 17.
That just barely hits.
Alright.
I'll take a hit.
How did it come to this? Stomp fighting a horse.
9 damage. So that's 9 damage. So as it does that, it almost appears to attack you back out of instinct.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily, like, mad at you. That was just, like, you punched the horse in the face. It's gonna kick you back.
Alright.
And as it, like, kind of, like, spits a little bit of, like, blood out of its mouth, like, you hear what can only be a horse chuckle as, like, it looks over to you and says, "Very well. What is your name?"
Stonecaller. And yours?
Suitor.
Oh my god.
You love it.
I love him.
Yeah.
You can go this way. I'm gonna go to the bathroom myself.
Alright, that is gonna be how we're gonna end yours then.
Yeah, no, that's a great ending.
God damn it.
I got Sota.
This is gonna be Ragnarok time.
Up next, Elric.
Oh no!
Well, Rickard is on the wall, and Slane, Stonk, and Tyrell are preparing for the sabotage mission that takes place within the week. Gunnar calls for you, Elric.
Okie dokie. I come.
He... I'll say where he calls you. He calls you to where your family is staying.
Oh.
And
Oh no.
as you do, you notice him and your mother, like, kind of waiting outside one of the doors to a bedroom. And as they see you, they kind of, like, look at you nervously, and they're just like, "Oh, Elric, thank you for coming." And Gunnar kind of approaches you a little bit, and he's just like, "We have, a situation we need to investigate, and wanted your insight."
What is it?
He gestures towards the door, and your mother just slowly pushes it open.
I look inside.
The room is in disarray. The repurposed study is destroyed and torn apart. Books lay open, stacked throughout the room, pages torn and crumpled across the floor. All of the desks and furniture have been pushed up against the walls to make room for the strange smudges of earthy sap on the floor. The desk is covered in more pages of books being used to draw large Beruvik circles smudged in black ink. On the table lies multiple jars of sticky and earthy substance, and the walls of the room have the faintest of white marks highlighting the lines in the wood in the walls. And it scatters, like, runes that are basically found in the grooves of wood, like, throughout the entire room. Like, this is the scrawlings of a mentally ill person.
Is this magic, or is this mentally ill, or is this mentally ill magic?
Do whatever appropriate check you'd like to figure out what the fuck's going on in here.
Arcana? Is this the whole fam's room, or a member of the fam's room?
This is a member of the fam's room. Do you want to guess whose it is? Or do they even need to tell you?
Is it Grams? Is it Ingeborg?
It's your sisters.
Ah, no. Okay, 18 plus stuff for Arcana.
Okay.
Is it magic?
You look around and you kind of, like, look at the Beruvik circles. You're like, this is the scrawlings of, like, this is
21.
gibberish. Like, this is the kind of gibberish where it's just like, okay, like, this doesn't make sense. It's the gibberish where it's just like, this person obviously knows what they're talking about. They did the work. The work is wrong, but they got to the right answer.
Oh, God. You do the wrong math, but
You look on the ground and you see, made out of that weird kind of, like, earthy sap, the center of the room is completely clear, and you see a Beruvik circle kind of drawn onto the ground with this dark sap that you can barely even notice at a first glance. And with a 21, you recognize it as an anti-magic circle.
Anti-pasta.
Huh?
Anti-pasta circle.
Is there anything in this circle, or is it just an anti-magic circle?
It's an anti-magic circle drawn onto the middle of the floor.
There's a lot of cheese in it.
You see Gunnar as he walks in. He looks over the books. My books! What did she do to my books?
I look at Mom.
She holds her hand over her mouth and just mutters to herself sadly, I thought she'd be okay. I thought once Ingeborg came around, she'd be okay. And she's just, at this point, just in complete devastation at, this whole situation.
Does she understand what this is, or is she just oh no, my daughter's scribbling?
My daughter's scribbling.
Where is she?
I don't... No, she doesn't... When I was young, like her, I felt lost. I thought that maybe she'd find some purpose after you left in motherhood, but she's rejected every aspect of it. She only looks at us and her children in resentment. We don't talk.
Wait a second. Her children?
Your sister's children.
Oh no. I don't think we've ever established that they're both hers.
She only looks at her children and those who forced it upon her in resentment.
I'm doing the math and there's not a good answer for who's dad. There's zero good answer for who's dad. Oh god, is my dad and grandpa both ways? No.
Elric, I've tried reasoning with her. I apologized for everything, but she's been gone for years. I lost both of you for so long. And she begins to sob into her hands and, just kind of reaches out to you and just tries to, give you a hug.
I gave her a very, very awkward hug.
Okay, she just, at this point starts sobbing. And at this point, Gunnar's, kind of investigating the weird, earthy substance on the counter. He, kind of sticks his finger in it and he, pulls out, ew, it's, sappy.
I know what it's doing, but what is it, just tree sap? What is this?
Well, you're too busy hugging your mom right now to do investigation unless you only want to half pay attention to your crying mom.
I'll give my mom a solid, 10-15 minutes of sobbing all out.
As you're hugging your mother, you see a figure pass between the half opening of the door. Ingeborg, the aunt.
Oh no, she's back from war terrorism.
She walks past, observing the room, and you see her unbothered by this sight. And she continues to walk away.
I frown, but I don't stop her.
Do you want to go over and investigate the sap stuff now?
I'll go sap check.
Nature.
God, I'm not a druid. If only I knew a druid.
Oh no.
9 plus stuff. I do have some intelligence. Nature. No, I'm stupid. Oh yeah, that was my incest thing. I'm stupid. That's an 8.
That's an 8. So you look at this and you're just it's sticky. It's just gross. It smells like a tree. It's maybe tree sap. You don't know why. You understand that that's a component in some spells. You don't understand why it's applicable here.
Do I know where in town there is an abundance of sticky sap?
There are trees everywhere.
I had no idea what tree is the best tree to look for.
Mm-mm. Not with an 8.
So an anti-magic field just means in this bubble there's no magic?
Yes.
Does she not want scryed on?
It would also dispel any magic enchantments, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's relevant, though.
What I know about my family. Does Graham use magic to spy on us? Or does she stick to the old-fashioned route?
A little bit of both. You look at this and you're if she's doing this to not be spied on, then fair, but this is a big anti-magic circle.
That's a lot of...
That's overkill for this.
Yeah.
But she isn't going a little crazy, so maybe overkill's what she was going for.
Yeah, you look at kind of like the inky, like blotched scrawlings on the paper and stuff, and it looks like she was trying to figure out how to make it so big. It almost looks like she was going for specific dimensions.
Do we know anything in town that's exactly this big?
Shit, that would be a...
I don't know what that would be. Even I'm a character,
I
don't
would
know
say history
How
check that's a really high DC.
What's the dimensions here? 10 feet? 8 feet?
20, less than 20 feet, so probably 15.
15 feet wide?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess history. 15 plus stuff.
Plus minus 1?
18. That's
Oh.
not horrible.
That's actually...
It's probably not high enough, but that's not horrible.
Alright, you don't get it, I think. But this would be enough. This could anti-magic like a room. That's what you get. Like, this whole room is basically anti-magic.
What magic would she want to block?
I don't know. Your mother kind of like looks down and starts investigating as well, because she's proficient in magic, but she's equally as stumped by this madness.
I'll point out the tree sap, and I'll point out the bigness of the circle.
Mm-hmm. You notice that that gunner at this point is just kind of staring at the tiny like grooves in the wall, where it's just like. The best way I can put it is that her pattern-seeking brain has gone fucking nuts, and so she's drawn like patterns where she sees them in wood. Like that's how meticulous this madness is.
She saw the grooves in her tree-wing, and there was like a defect, and she fixed it.
Yeah.
Oh god, she has OCD.
She doesn't get any more out of it than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Gunnar, do you know what type of sap this is? This is his house.
He rolled a 2. No. I don't know where she got that.
It's not sap. Blueberry jam.
Licks it.
Can I lick it?
You want to lick it?
I just like take up a piece and just like...
So
Sap?
as he licks...
I'm not
he
licking
licks
on
it.
my hands and feet.
You lick it. Yeah, you've played Stardew Valley before. You know what happens when you lick tree sap? You just turn green for a second. You lick it and you just go like... It's like you licked tree sap, my dude.
It is tree sap.
It's tree sap.
Okay. I know that fire is busy killing horses and shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Everyone's busy right now.
Every druid that I could talk to is busy.
Yep.
I don't think she's well, but I don't know where she will be. She needs a lot of sap for this, but...
Yeah, you can see there are like small jars of it throughout the room.
She's scrawling on the papers trying to figure out this circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go through the notes and see if she wrote anything else, or is it just put sap here for X circle? Is it all math, or is there like
investigation
scrawlings?
Yeah, like that.
I'm gonna use a. Oh boy, that's chunky.
I just
I'm gonna use a
found that
sorcery point
looking
for a
around.
reroll.
That's
Okay.
the little anti-magic field.
Okay, I went from a 5 to a 10 plus stuff. I
Wow.
am stupid. That is a 9.
You notice,
Unfortunately.
like, you kind of look around and you're like, I'm not really sure what's going on. You pick up, like, one piece of paper that has, like, a bunch of, like, the resin kind of, like, smudged onto it, and you notice that it's, like, a little bit, like, kind of, like, singed at the ends of it, and you're just like, ugh, this is all gross. Like, it's weird, but you don't get anything else from it. Or at least anything relevant. Some of the words that she writes down just look like complete gibberish.
English giant?
All of it. English giant gibberish. Pseudo giant.
The
Pseudo-English.
3 languages.
Yeah.
English, giant, pseudo-giant,
And pseudo-English.
and pseudo-English.
Is there giantlish English giant combo?
Isenda kind of speaks like a weird mix of it.
Goddamn.
Oh gosh, she's ascended now. I guess we can look for her.
Do you want to try?
What's the likelihood of Elric finding a
I could
sister?
potentially find her, but she probably won't speak to me.
Indication
doesn't-
say yes.
She doesn't speak to anyone, Elric. Not even me.
I'm gonna go to where I saw her last time.
Okay.
On the beach.
On the beach. Do, 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 do.
At this point, you walk out. It's been multiple days since Nana has started the freezing temperatures, and you, trudge your way out there, but it is unbearably cold. And after, a couple minutes, you're like, yeah, as much as, Ingeborg claimed she liked the cold, this is not doable.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Is there a part of... can I
Spicy cold.
do I have permission to go on a tower? Can I go somewhere high?
Sure.
I'm gonna go in the tower and look for the most tree-dense spot in town.
You climb
With
up.
no reference.
You climb up
preference
one
for
of the
tree,
trees,
because
and
I don't know sound.
Because it's clear out and there's no snow because of Nana, you look over and you go, oh, the sacred ash trees. The cluster of sacred ash trees.
Alright, it's ash tree time.
Alright, you're gonna walk over there?
Yeah.
Alright. You walk over there, and for the most part, these trees
That's where
are...
Kel scratched up a tree.
Yeah. Well, this is where, and you guys all got summoned, and there are the three trees as well. You make your way around there, and at this point, they're all buried in snow. It's very difficult for you to maneuver yourself through this area. But what are you looking for?
My sister.
Your sister?
Or if not sister, the signs these trees have been sapped.
Okay. Can you do another investigation check and reminding you, it is... Elric can tell after spending only a couple minutes out here that it is... a human could not survive out here.
Yeah.
For that long.
I'm just trying to figure out where she got her sap from.
Right. So do an investigation check.
2.
2. You don't find anything. You're too fucking cold. You gotta get inside.
Okay, I go to the Bray Bar.
Yeah, you go to the Bray Bar and then you drink sadly.
Yeah.
Is that where we want to wrap it up?
He'll probably continue looking for his sister, but he doesn't have any leads, so it's just a passive, hey sis, make sure you're not dead.
Alright. Then let's move on. Slane.
Yeah.
Tyrell. You ready?
No, I locked out of all my shit on my phone right now because Kelly locked out of my phone.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah, okay, back soon. Sorry, I'm ready.
Slane and Tyrell are instructed by a general named Bragi that you are going to be, quote-unquote, leading the stealth in the sense where you guys are going to be the ones seeking out the main tents. You have objectives. You are instructed to find the quarters and main war rooms of Hilda Eskildatter, Runar Hildason, Alvis Eberson, Yari Haldarsson, and Tyra Orvindatter.
I'm not gonna remember any of these names.
Orvindatter.
I
But
don't even remember Hilda.
but luckily, I don't need to remember.
said
because
Hilda.
the name will remember.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
I know. You said, I'm not going to remember.
These are all that.
I'll send it to you
They're
guys.
so weird and different. I'm not gonna remember them.
I'll put that in general, just
Okay.
those names. And then I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, do you want to plan our
So you guys
mission?
think ahead. Thank you.
We're supposed to think?
Anyone got any hot takes for sisters hiding?
Yeah, how are we gonna? Am I flying in, or how are we getting in? If we're leading a mission, are we
Wait,
also
where's
stealthing with
the-
other people?
It was an in session.
You should turn into a lemming and just walk around camp.
I could just do that.
I need to find the map of everything we found.
Because if I'm just a random animal, but they also have druids. But do they know that we have druids?
There's only 2 of them. They know Thyra's there. They might know you're there.
They could be under every suspicion that any animal is Thyra, though.
You just gotta turn to some small bird.
And then get trapped indoors and just flap about crazily.
Yes.
Turn to a hummingbird.
Yeah, a hummingbird
Was
native to the
yeah.
cold regions.
Turn to one of those stupid little beetles everyone wants to smush.
That's also just too cold for that.
Become a June bug in the middle of winter.
That makes sense.
Just turn into a ladybug and be on Selene's hat.
I don't think I'll really help.
That might, in fact...
I would just be there. I guess I could do that. I don't know.
They wouldn't expect it, though. If they found Selene, they'd be like, oh, it's just one single halfling. We can deal with it. And then there's a bear.
And then there's a bear somewhere.
Selene needs to disguise self.
I guess I could be a small bird and be on your shoulder most of the time. But if I ever need to, like, scout by myself, like, you're like, and then I'll fly over and then I'll come back and then
okay, hear me out. We have Selene surrender. We have you a ladybug in the pocket. And then you bust Malpris mid-camp.
That sounds terrifying. Like, I was saying earlier about the mounted combat. What if you just bear mount?
That's terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
But Selene should never be in the front lines, and yet all of his spells are really good at frontline fighting, too.
Yeah.
Such as Spirit Guardians. Oh, God.
Cook and book.
No. Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
On the back of a bear that's moving around. Everyone's making wisdom saving throws as we're running around, and even if they succeed, they take half of the damage.
Or if I'm carrying you around flying again.
Yeah.
Am I going to be small or big is the question. Because if I'm a little bird, I guess. But then also, if I'm wanting to be more stealthy, a weasel is the stealthiest.
Yeah, I think we want to be stealthier for this one.
But, yeah, flying is also helpful.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think use one of your wild shapes, just like keep one of them in the backhand for a hate.
Feel free to hold on, Josh. You should look up a black Frisian horse.
Oh yeah.
I'll send the reference I used. I want you to bear in mind that these horses are fucking fancy as shit. Like they're the ones with the curled manes as well. You see them?
I still don't know where they are.
Stalk should get that horse that one Turkmenistan is obsessed with.
I would say.
Trill also can't.
Yeah, it's a pretty horse right there.
She's
Low quality though.
But I would say
that looks AI generated.
Are we like we're leading a bunch of people over there?
It's just gonna be you guys.
Okay.
So like you are in charge of investigating this part of the camp, which is the personal quarters and the war room. So the important shit.
So
I'm scared.
Tab is playing audio. Why the fuck is this tab playing audio? What?
Thanks for the gift. Alright, so, moving on.
Sorry.
At this point, you guys have been instructed to find the main war room and the personal quarters of Hilda Eskildottir, Runar Hildason, Alvis Eberson, Jari Halderson, and Tyra Orvinsdottir. Are you ready?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wrong answer.
If you want...
I'm never ready.
I
it's
can
okay.
go in, though, and be stealthy by myself. You are ready to be able to get away.
You can't wear your own earbuds or...
but I can also still give myself a +10 passive.
Mm-hmm.
That way, because we're trying to figure out how
you be a ferret again.
Oh, Moke?
I mean,
Weasel
I guess...
is fair.
Weasel.
We could do that then.
Or it could be a lemming.
Yeah,
Because they have one that is what... That was...
We're gonna have to walk over
Stomp
there.
killed.
They don't have it. That was the
Ifminen. I mean, we can walk over there, no problem.
I
And
killed
leave Bird
a
to
lot
leave
of horses
if you want to do
today.
these to look around as
How do
well.
you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I missed one though.
Let me look and see the stealth on my...
But that might have made the persuasion check a lot harder.
I need to leave Discord while we're doing this because
it's
it's
too
very
distracting.
distracting.
They aren't lovers, but
You
they're
think all
giant
the punching
weasel
gifts
or-
isn't helping?
No, it's in fact quite distracting.
canonically that horse is the only one Surtur can stand to be around.
Goddamn.
Alright.
+5 still.
Sounds like a bitch.
Are y'all ready?
Kara's trying to figure out which one has the best stealth before we leave.
Oh, let's look at... I can just look it up. Best.
This doesn't make any sense,
No.
but the giant weasel and the normal weasel have the same stealth. Also, the armor class is better for the giant weasel, obviously. So I could just be a giant weasel,
So you just
but
need
that
to-
seems kind of
What? Do it.
terrible just because it doesn't make any sense.
It's a rope slinky that's slinking around.
But I think These all make sense that it would be the most stealthy because...
What about a spider?
I could be a spider.
Bear in mind, it's also the winter, so
Yeah. If I get caught, I want them to think I'm just an animal.
Squeak.
A giant spider has a +7 to stealth. Giant wolf spider. Okay, have +7. Okay, giant wolf spider is the one that they recommend.
The weasel's +5.
Yeah.
So I guess I could be a wolf spider, but I feel like it just doesn't make sense, even though that's fair.
Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, you could certainly do it anyways.
I could certainly do it anyways.
And keep in mind, you're going to have advantage on yourself as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it takes longer than an hour, in which case, we fucked.
Cats have +4.
Which is really weird that you think they would have a higher stealth.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they knock over shit as they pass.
But also, cats don't have dark vision.
Panther has a +6.
What does?
Panther.
Oh, you could say that you're a bobcat.
A bobcat.
Yeah, do that
You
one.
could be a bobcat.
Okay, go.
Yes, it's
And I'll blend in more with the snow then.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Good idea. All right. Perfect.
That's middle ground that I'm not a spider because that doesn't make sense. As much as that's +7 and that's fair.
I have so many.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stealth check.
I will go ahead and also cast Pass Without Trace for that sweet pass.
How close do you have to be? How close do you have to be to them?
10
within
feet.
10 feet of me. So
Okay.
the moment you leave it,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean also advantage.
Mm-hmm. You guys are rolling.
You know what happened there? You blessed it with luck, and then I sucked that luck back up.
You guys are rolling because you guys are approaching
Do I have
the
advantage?
camp right
Yes,
now.
you have advantage.
Okay, I can roll again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I
Oh
get.
my God,
I put the earmuffs on you. Oh my!
19 plus 6.
Damn.
Don't forget your. Oh god, is that a 6?
Forget my what?
You have a +10.
You have a +10 on top of that.
Oh, well then I'm great.
Yeah, you're
Got,
over
like, a
29.
29.
Yeah, I'm over 29.
29, yeah, you're good.
10, dirty 20.
Okay, so you both make your way over to the area, and you kind of see like the edges of the outpost, and you can kind of like point out like, okay, we should probably sneak in here, do this, blah 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 blah, and then Terrell's like, okay, and you transform into what did you say? A small bobcat. All right.
Meow.
So as long as you two stick together, you can hold that stealth.
Yes.
You see as you're
I'm
kind of
just
like
split
taking
up.
a look at the. Because it is unbuilt a little bit of an incline, you can kind of see, like, over it where the routes are, and you notice that one big tent as you flew over, like, earlier, you notice that big tent kind of, like, near the center, the bottom kind of, like, center right of the area. And you know the quickest way to sneak in there.
Let's
Is it time to go?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Can I, before we go in the tent,
Mm-hmm.
I have keen smell, so can I smell if there's people in there?
Okay, so are you going straight for the big tent?
We're making our way like slowly that way.
So I'll
Then I can
describe what
wait
everything
off.
looks like. So what everything looks like, without making a further perception check, there is one like larger tent surrounded by a couple like nicer tents, and then you notice there is one of the nicer tents that is significantly bigger than the others. So one of these larger rooms could be like a war room, and then another could be where a half giant is staying. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, speaking of that, do you wish to go to the war room or personal quarters first?
Well, they asked us for personal quarters, but I feel like the
Personal-
They said the war room, and they said
Yeah.
find the main war rooms and the quarters of these people.
Yeah, we should probably.
What time of day is
yeah.
this?
This is before Skunk and Thyra have left, so this is probably like noon.
So we should go to personal quarters first
Yeah,
because
'cause they're not
not
gonna
likely
sleep
to
in.
be
should-
there.
Okay.
You should go kill a horse and call time.
Oh boy, I sure do love me some time paradoxes.
All right, sounds good. Do you head to the small, like, which tents do you head to?
Do we want to check the big
Or
one?
do you want to like kind of patrol the area and see if you could hear where everyone is?
Let's do that first so we can get a better idea of.
Yeah.
One of you can make a perception check.
Do you want me to make it or do you want to make it?
My passive perception is only 14 on it. Or I
Oh,
guess
you keep
it's-
your mental stats.
Okay. Well then...
'Cause I have a plus
forget.
12 to my perception.
Okay, mine's only +9, so you go.
Okay. Dirty 20.
With your big halfling ears, you kind of like listen around. You're kind of walking by the tents. No one appears to be in here. No one appears to be in here. No one appears to be... And you hear the sound of voices coming from one of the bigger tents.
Okay, so
Do you want to
I'm
listen
going-
in?
I do want to listen in.
Slane just kind of looks over to Trill and is just like incomprehensible, like signs this way, and eventually he just starts like shuffling over there, and you're like, okay, so you just follow him. Make another stealth check. Both of you, yeah.
You have advantage on it still.
I got another 2.
Advantage.
And keep in mind you have a plus 10
An
still.
18 plus
Okay.
6 plus.
I think I got a 29.
All right, you guys are fine.
Hide from
No,
God.
sorry, 28.
Yeah, you're fine.
You can hide from the pitch sniffer with those.
You're totally fine. Alright. You hear a voice come from within the war room. Fate, my son. The voice pauses. It is fate that calls for our family's ascension to divinity, respect, power, greatness. It is never enough. You hear footsteps. Beruvik will kneel to you within a month. Man will fall in its rightful place beneath the heel of the Jotun. When the gods tested me with you, I learned that with power comes pain. I surrendered to them and found myself the mother of a Jarl. A mother of a son who could be given all I was promised but never given. I will not let you down, Runar. I will not let you down as your grandfather let us down. And she is interrupted by a gruff voice. You, not us. There's a slight pause. Yes. And I will deny you nothing. Your circumstance of birth will not dictate your opportunities as mine did. My circumstance is irrelevant. You were my gift. Heavy stirring emerges and footsteps exit the war room tent. You guys, because you rolled so high, can immediately kind of slink behind the wall as this happens, and you hear the long, slow footsteps of a half-giant exiting the room, but you do not see him.
I just want to look at the bobcat next to me that's probably like only a foot or two shorter than me, which is like wide fear in my eyes briefly.
A few moments later, softer footsteps enter the room. What's your report? At this point, you identify the voice as Hilda. A new voice. Nothing new. What about the druid? Is she a demon yet? One of the druids. Yes. Hilda responds. They have more? Yes. One more. Hilda grunts in anger, but it slowly shifts to silence, and a steady chuckle emerges from her. They only have 2 druids. She laughs. Oh, this is great news! Oh, those Yokostava weren't useless after all. And the unknown voice responds, yes, I thought we'd have more druids to worry about. What did he see? Hilda responds. The survivor saw a few things, most notably a Seath Mother who allegedly tore the sky open with lightning. Hilda responds, ugh, dramatic.
I can't wait till lightning bolt kills Stonks Hilda kills.
Sunny's doing his best not to laugh at that moment.
Dramatic, yes. We believe him to be a member of the mysterious collection of sorcerers allied with Nyland. And there was only one of them, as he recalled. Though that is not what you are interested in hearing. Hilda's voice emerges curiously. Who else was there? The Goliath was spotted, Hilda, along with the druid, the half-man, and some bowman.
Some bowman.
Some fucking
loser.
Some fucking loser.
Don't call it, Hilda says. The halfling was Slane. Do you believe it to be him? It has to be. I know it is. Very well. I'll alert the other Herser of his presence. Yes, Hilda says. Bloody Eric made a big mistake driving a Skullganger into a Goliath into the human affairs. He basically called you like an outlaw. An outlawed Goliath. She responds, don't worry about the Goliath. My dogs have taken down bigger bears than him. Hilda chuckles again. Speaking of dogs, Lyle, I think his name is... Well, his survival is... And she's interrupted by the calm voice. Was. Hilda. Was. Hilda pauses and says, his survival was a hazard. The warrior's voice trembles ever so slightly. It was painless while he was praying. Hilda chuckles, and I'll say you both have a high enough perception to hear some stirring nearby. You always let your dogs do the dirty work. Are you still afraid of death? And the voice responds, It doesn't matter now. And you hear the stirring as the two figures begin to leave the room.
Does it sound like there's anyone else inside this tent?
No.
I want to go inside of it as soon as they,
Okay. Stealth check because you're slipping right behind them.
Yeah, or give them, a little bit to leave and then slip in, but... Yep. You have advantage for quite some time.
So I'm gathering we might want to cure a certain druid if they're...
Lycanthropy?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Still plus 10 on top of everything else.
29. Shit.
21.
Okay. You guys are fine.
Stop making a big deal out of it.
You slip into the room, and for the most part, it's pretty barren besides the rugs that carpet the ground, and a large table in the center of the room with a bunch of small, crudely stone-carved, miniatures on a crudely drawn map as well.
Can I quickly take a look at it and see, where they have other camps marked on there?
Sure. I'll just
add that to my...
I'll just send you the map.
Thank you.
I'm very tempted to do the cat thing where...
You feel this strange impulse and you have no fucking idea where it's coming from. Intrusive thoughts are just so loud today.
I'm like, do you jump on the table and I'm having to try and pull you off?
Sure, yeah.
Alright, I have shared the image. You see the flags kind of set up on the map where all of the outposts and camps are. You even see that they have the Ichmanen camp kind of marked on the map as well, and they're aware of the Ichmanen's presence.
Oh, so we we almost found all of them in our searches.
Yeah, you did. You did a good job.
Nice.
On the map, does it say exactly where all our traps are?
No.
For the Ichmanen, because I know it's green on this.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any indication of it being a hostile encampment to them?
It appears to just be marked.
Okay.
They don't appear to be surrounding it by any means. They do kind of surround it, but they're not.
It's more that they're surrounding Beruvik and they just so happen to be surrounding the Ichmanen.
Yeah. The Ichmanen are staying out of it.
Okay. It's disappointing.
Well, we can easily get them on our
Make
side.
a quick perception check to notice one other thing.
Oh, no.
I love perception.
I love
The giant in
prescription.
the corner of Thor, he's watching you.
2.
I don't like that, though. I think it's still a 6. Oh, it's a 14.
Say with a 14, you notice...
18.
Okay. You're just they got little miniatures for the soldiers. That's cute. Those aren't soldiers, those are druids, and there are 6 of them.
Ah.
6.
Oh, a nose bone.
Also-
And pointing out to Selene, like I'm trying to tell you something about cat.
you do Mocha's thing, you just go pet, pet, pet.
You can just take them, just chomp them.
I'm not gonna do that.
No.
When Mocha's feeling like a gremlin. Nyang, 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 nyang.
No, Terrell. They're pretty figures, but we gotta leave.
And as she bats, you're ow, and you look at it and you're oh, that's a druid.
Oh, no. Well, now we know their numbers for that. I want to roll something, if that's possible, for the word she mentioned. I don't recall what it was off the top of my head. About the... the one she was mentioning brought the J something for nothing, I think it was. If it's too late for that, that's fine.
The Ugostava.
Yes.
Yes.
Can I roll something? for
Religion.
that? Oh, I'm great at those.
I don't know how meow.
You're a cleric.
I'm the most heretical person in this entire party. Oh, actually, that's a 16.
16? The Ugostava are a collection of werewolves, basically, who
Okay.
fanatically worship Thor and believe that instead of this curse being, anti-Jotun, that it is done in service to the gods, because the werewolves and Thor used to actually be friends.
Okay.
Are they still friends? Is
Nope.
Thor's not cool with it?
So-
No,
Thor's abandoned them.
Thor abandoned them.
Is
Yeah.
it
Like
'cause
everything
it's,
else in the
demonic?
Yeah.
Because they asked if one of the druids was a demon now, is the way they phrased
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
they believe werewolves are demons?
Yep.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
Are werewolves demons in this universe?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Wow. I didn't
Wow, I didn't know.
Oh, we got
Did-
layers of demons here. We got different levels of
Did,
demons.
it's been a,
So you'd
it's been a
probably be
week.
immune to
Did
it,
I
right?
mention werewolves during my mom talk?
I don't think you
Since
did.
you're a demon already.
Lauren, does werewolf bite stack on top of half demon?
You could be a werewolf tiefling.
I was thinking
That's
it would
like
be
that's
immune.
like 2/3 demon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
how would that give Tavi a crisis of faith?
Would you have horns?
You
as
already have
wolf?
the crisis of the crisis of faith. Faith like stack.
Yes.
Debuffs can be stacking.
A
You
lot.
just also
Multiplicative.
would have hated werewolves if you found that out earlier, because you would have been like,
Does
those are demons.
Yeah, I should
and you
have
would
I
have-
think I told you this. I think I mentioned it before.
does Thor? If you get undemon, does that count for Thor? Is he like once a demon, always a demon?
You can be saved.
So if we
By the light of
un-werewolf
Jesus.
Thyra, then Thor
Exorcism.
won't kill her. Probably.
Right.
Any more than he would kill anyone.
Right. Exactly.
Okay, so we need an un-werewolf our druid.
All right. So that's what you figured out from the war room. There is not really much left in here. It's not like they keep supplies in here or anything.
Okay.
You should-
You also probably hear footsteps of people crunching through the snow approaching. So you got to get out.
Yeah, we're leaving as soon as we hear.
You should write Slane was here on the map.
Go ahead.
I'm not writing Slane was here on the map. As funny as that would be.
That
Alright.
could change things.
Now, do you head to one of the bigger tents, one of the bigger personal tent, or one of the smaller
Are
ones?
they close by?
Yeah, they're all
Um,
like in the same area.
Okay, well we can scope out the outside and like.
Yeah, we'll go to like one of the smaller ones that are like one of the nicer ones that are smaller, like
Mhm.
near this one.
Mhm.
As long as there's no one sounding like they're
You
inside.
don't hear anything, but as you kind of walk over to the area, you slink behind a wall and you see Jarl Runar, at least his back. You don't see his face, but you see this massive, like 11-foot tall figure just kind of like walking into his personal tent.
Well, now we
Well,
know where
now
he
we
is.
know where
That's
he
fair.
is.
We can take that off the
Yeah.
list. Where he is. What did they specifically? Did they just say we need to find out where there's
Where their
like,
personal.
personal quarters
And
are?
then you can absolutely loot their rooms if you want.
Oh,
Not his room because he's inside of it, but if
Yeah.
we find another room like say Hilda's, we're definitely
Yeah,
trashing.
we stolen a horse. We might as well steal some
We
more
haven't
shit.
stolen the horse yet. Remember time travel. This is a pact.
This is
you gotta go.
We're going to steal
You
her
need to-
horse.
Yes.
You need to sneak into Runar's room, turn back into human, dump the snake poison into his water skin, and go.
I don't have it. Tavi has it.
Damn.
damn. That would have been really.
Wait, no, you have my coin purse.
I-
I have my poison.
I have your coins. You have the
We could
poison
cer-
in your coin purse.
You could poison Runar right now if you
Dude.
wanted to.
Stonk wants to kill Hilda. Runar's fair game for murder.
That would be really difficult.
Would it though?
I
He's
don't
got-
know.
He's gotta go in his room. If there's a water skin, there might not be.
But he's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd have to turn human and then turn
Oh,
back.
I mean, high risk,
High risk,
high reward.
high reward.
But if we're caught, we can't find anything else out.
Correct. We should come back to
Do
this
that
idea.
last.
Yeah, we're definitely good. We are
And then
going.
if last minute I can fly us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have another wild shape.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So then, starting with one of the smaller ones, can I have one of you guys just like flip a coin, roll a d2, whatever?
I don't even have a D2 over here.
I have one.
Yo. One.
One.
Yeah.
All right. You slink into the new room. Please make a stealth check.
Nat 20.
30.
30,
Yeah,
36.
I think you guys are fine. Anyway, you
No.
slink into what appears to be a personal room that has a large chest in it. The room looks quite neat. Maybe a little, like, too neat. You know, the bed's completely tucked, like, everything's put away, everything's got a place. And there's a large chest in the
What's
room.
in the chest?
You want to open the chest?
Yes.
In the
Alright.
chest.
Traps,
Stealth,
traps,
sleight of hand
traps,
to
traps,
open up the
traps.
chest.
Sleight of hand.
Just go.
I'd say you get a +10 from your thing as well.
A +10.
You do not need to give that.
No. I mean, if you want to give a +10 to that, that's a 31.
Yeah, my idea is that like it just muffles the sound in the area, so I think it's fine. You snap it open, and you see in there 2 hand axes, a dull knife, a couple large bundles of dried meat, a herbal kind of like resin,
I want to chew on a piece of meat.
a compass, and a blood-stained cloth.
I'm gonna grab the blood-stained cloth because I'm curious. Is there a water skin in this room?
Yeah.
Can I smell the blood-stained cloth?
You can make
Make an
investigation
smell.
check.
Oh, okay.
No, perception check because.
But you have keen smell,
Yeah.
which I think gives you advantage.
Yeah, it does.
Snoot.
Um,
You got
Was there like
cat
a thing of water just like outside of here or like near to this?
The person who lives in this room is prepared for the day and has all these things with them.
You rolled bad both times, didn't
yeah.
you?
But if Runar's in his
that's
room, that
perception,
means
right?
Yeah.
13.
Okay. So with the 13, you sniff at it. You're like, human dog blood. That's
Oh.
it. That's all you get.
Oh, I know what this was.
This is one of the werewolves.
This was the werewolf that they killed while
She
praying.
wiped off her blade.
Yeah. I'll put it back in.
Okay.
If it doesn't look like anything
No.
is,
Do you take the compass?
I will grab the compass.
Okay, you take the compass.
I really want to ruin these axes, but I can't. So I'm gonna move on. Sadly.
Okay.
you got pissed
Is
on
there
him.
anything? As I'm closing the chest. No. I've learned my lesson from pissing on things.
I've already flown
thought.
too close to the sun.
The thought.
You could do another investigation check to see who this room might belong to.
I'll do an investigation.
There should be.
Okay. Now I'm great at investigation. 13.
What was that?
It's okay, just wait.
It'll happen. Just let it happen, like the stomp count.
Oh, that's more art.
That's a 13.
13?
Oh.
Okay. So with a 13, it's no one you're familiar with. You see some dog fur on the ground. That's about it.
We only have 4 more people that we
Yeah.
haven't found the place of.
But we know
This is not Hilda.
But we know this is one of their rooms.
I think
Yeah.
it's the lady who was talking.
Yeah, it was.
There was a mention of some of her having dogs.
Yeah.
Some dog
So it
fur
is
rooms.
the one of the women
Okay.
on the list.
Damn.
What was the...
Tyra was her name.
Yeah. This is probably
Probably
hers.
Tyra's room.
Mhm.
Let me scroll up because I have to go past all of the horses to actually get to the names. Yeah, probably Tyra's.
I wrote them down.
Oh, how helpful!
Yeah.
I also
Hold on.
sent them to you guys.
I know that's what I had to scroll up though to get to there in the general, and to scroll past all of the horses to actually look at the names.
Yeah, no, we kind of clogged the
Okay.
chat.
We have
Slipping into
3
the next
more,
room?
and one of them is Hilda, and that's going to be the biggest tent.
Yeah, we're fairly certain that that's the biggest one. We're gonna go to that one last, I
Okay,
assume.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because imagine if we poisoned her, that'd be fucking amazing.
Imagine if we poisoned her.
Stonk
and
would be so mad.
We wouldn't tell Stonk though.
Should we just die?
Yeah, she would just
But
die.
I kind of want to take the claim of it, because that's fucking cool.
But let's kill Runar instead. Just stop, because Stonk would be very upset.
Because you
Stomp-
care about stomp things.
If we kill one of the leaders,
Wait.
I'm happy with that.
Actually,
generally.
though, if we kill
I would be
her,
too. Do it.
if we kill Hilda, then Ingvald can leave. And we not have Thor around.
At least the battle would be delayed.
Yeah.
Because, without me
If you can't find Hilda, Waterscan, and you can't find Runar, you could find them where they keep their wine and just give the whole army the shits.
You could do that. Anyway. Next room.
Yes.
Stealth check.
How long does
18 plus stuff.
Okay.
Pass without a trace lasts for an hour.
Okay. That's a 7.
So another 21.
Okay. This room, you check it out, look in the chests, look through the stuff, you find a vial of scented oil, a letter written, but it's been just completely, like, smeared at this point, so you can't really read what the letter is. You can make an investigation check to try to make any sense of it.
Sure. 13 again.
You kind of like look at the names. You're like, oh, who could this be? Alvis Everson.
Okay.
You notice his name on it. So this could be his room.
Were there weapons in this chest?
No, it appears that he is not staying here right now.
Okay. Alright.
Nothing to lose.
Can I grab that vial of scented oil?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright. Next room.
Next one.
Stealth check.
30.
24.
All you see is an abandoned smoking pipe, just kind of like sitting on a disheveled bed like it was just forgotten about.
Is that all that's in this room?
That's all that's in this room.
Okay. So.
It appears that this person has been stationed somewhere else. Like the room has just been kind of like emptied.
So this one's Yari's room, but he's not here. And now to check the big tent.
No, there's 2 more tents.
Yeah,
Two more tents?
Yeah, there's still
There's Hilda's and then her sons. They aren't sharing a tent. They're not that incestuous.
Oh, I thought we already found Runar's tent.
Oh, you know where it is.
Yeah.
You haven't investigated.
Yeah.
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 So we just need to find
They're
Hilda's.
investigating the other one, and then they're gonna go there.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're
So-
going to do Hilda now, and then Runar
Yeah.
last.
Alvis was the last, the one before this, and now Yari's was this one.
All right.
So,
You go into Hilda's room.
yes. Well, assuming she's not in there.
Stealth check. She's not in there.
Okay. 25.
27.
27.
I'm getting faster.
This room is big. It's got like a bearskin rug in it. You know, it's pretty nice. You look
Bearskin?
around. You open up like one of the various chests that she has, and you find a whistle, like this weird kind of metal whistle, and you find an expensive magnifying glass.
I'm grabbing both that and the whistle.
Okay.
Because I have a plan for this whistle.
Mhm.
And it's...
Yeah, if it's a commanding whistle, like if you.
Oh,
blow
if
in
it's
the
to
middle,
call
it's
her
gonna be
dogs, I'm,
Oh my god!
I'm gonna call all of the dogs to the wall later. But
If-
that's...
Well, if we're up in the air above an encampment and then
Yeah.
blow the whistle. And then
It does not appear to be a dog whistle.
Ah,
The dog lady most likely has the dog whistle on
It's
her.
at least like a command of attention.
This is a command whistle. yeah.
okay.
So you just
Perfect.
blow it to fuck with people.
Yeah.
More of the psychological... We'll give this to,
We'll give this to
Rickard later.
Here's a whistle to piss people off.
They'll hear and be
boy.
like, wait, that's our whistle. Why do they have it?
We just get a magic spell and constantly have it constantly blowing.
What is a reaction figure?
I can
when
do
Clunk
that,
Just
I
hit someone
think.
with the.
That would be very annoying for our side, too.
Clunk.
Um,
It bends and breaks it just to piss off.
But,
I could use this for scrying, too.
That's pretty cool. Also, just
Anyways.
nice scene.
Okay. You go into Runar's tent now?
Is there anything else in Hilda's tent, or is that...
Is there
No.
a water skin?
Okay.
No, she's active right now.
Okay, we're gonna go sneak to Runar's now and hope
If
he's
make
not
sure he's
there.
not there.
Yeah.
is he there?
Stealth,
Sniff.
no, not stealth check, perception check.
Can I smell?
Yep.
He's probably stinky. He sounds like he's a stinky man.
Dirty 20.
15.
You, Trill, you don't hear much, and you're just like, oh, he might have left. And Slane, you put your arm out in front of the bobcat as you hear.
Yeah, we could sneak in a poison.
Isn't your poison on like a little napkin or something?
Yeah, you'd have
We
to
could
do-
chloroform.
Do it! Would that work?
Probably
I
not.
think it has to be
no.
ingested.
It has to be
It has
ingested.
to be ingested.
This chloroform takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes
Because
5
if you just
minutes.
dip it in a water skin and let it absorb it.
That
So
would
you
probably,
lock
like,
or-
dipping it would probably make someone very sick.
What if you just put it
have
in
to-
there?
If you shoved the whole thing in there and he drank the whole thing without noticing it, it would kill him. Remember, this person is a half giant, not human.
At least if he's ill.
Just shove it
Even
down
if
his
he's ill,
throat.
that makes our lives easier.
Yeah.
It's just don't
Wait,
get caught. or
It
you
would be
die.
it would be considered used if you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. However,
I mean, if he starts the battle with the poison condition, he's not gonna be having a fun time.
Mhm.
No.
Do you think I can do this?
I think you can.
yeah, I absolutely.
Who
believe
else are we
you
going
can.
to use it on? Ingvald? How are we going to get Ingvald
Stealth
to drink
mission
that
time?
shit?
Stealth mission. I mean,
And
we've
I
already.
think Terrell has to go in alone for this one.
Yeah, I could say near the outside of the
Within
tent to give
30
you that
feet.
plus 10.
You're stand and watch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still giving you that plus 10, and you have
Like, my
advantage.
heart's
on that.
racing.
If he
got
spots
this.
you, turn into an eagle fucking bolt.
Yeah.
Jarl Runar.
You will not die from this.
Yeah.
Promise.
No matter what happens. Because I have your back as well.
Slane
Worst
might
case
die,
scenario,
not
you just have to run away.
Get to me if he does notice you, and I can get us out of this camp
I
immediately.
hope
I
so.
have Dimension Door.
Nice.
I hope I'm ready.
You don't need good slide. Right now, you just need good stealth. And I got
I
that.
think to put it in the ball, I probably
And Lauren
need
also
sleight of
did
hand. I also
say
don't
the
know where the
plus
water
10
skin
effects.
is.
You
Sleight of
need
hand.
to not be an animal to do that.
Yeah.
But
Listen,
Lauren did say that the plus 10 affected sleight of hand.
just
not-
think about the
not
last
5
time you
times
snuck in.
ago,
You touched Stonk's ass.
She's gonna have to be more than 10 feet away from you in order to do all that.
Okay.
The
Please
stealth
don't
in,
grope his
the
ass.
stealth in, you can get 10. But when you
I'm really
slip,
tired of
That
that
would be
being
really fucking
when you slip out of wild shape, then you're no longer.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll
So-
be too far away. So make your stealth check as you enter the room.
Oh boy.
You do have advantage for all of your stealth checks.
18 plus stuff.
Right.
You can roll again just to make sure it's
Yeah.
not that nat
Because if it's a
20.
nat 20,
Could be
No,
hot.
it's not an at 20.
Okay.
Okay.
But you wait for the worst roll, so you
So-
won't roll worse later. That's how it works.
So, Tyrell is the first person to get a good look at Runar. He is just built like a fucking barn house. This guy is massive, strength-wise, weight-wise, just big dude. He has pretty long and similar to Hilda, probably a lot more well-kept, long, like kind of wavy black hair that he has tied up in like kind of with braids into a bun, and a long kind of like wide, ugly face where the skin on his like body is bluish. He like looks dead, but he's obviously a giant. He's got big nose, a little bit of an underbite, right? And he lays in a large bed asleep.
Okay.
That's him snoring.
Okay, well, we wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we should wait for his snoring to subside a little bit.
Just stealth again.
Just make a perception check to find his water skin.
Okay.
Or like
That's
a
fine.
jug, pitcher,
I think you have plus
drinkable liquid.
I'm just checking just in case. Because I don't want to get it wrong.
You know what? As you're going in, that little cantrip you taught
You said investigation or perception?
Perception.
have some guidance as well while you are quickly
You need to touch for guidance.
as she's going in, like
Okay.
in bobcat form. You have the choice of
What do you
whatever
get?
you do.
That one.
Nat 1.
So you don't see it.
Now
You
ones aren't
initially don't
auto
see it.
fails, but you can roll your d4 if you wanted.
I don't think
So
You said I had
it's
guidance?
a nat 1.
you have the.
It's a nat 1 plus what's your
I would-
perception?
At 9.
9. So that's a 10 plus the...
I would not
D-
recommend using it for
D4.
this because you
The
might use
guidance?
it for your sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Well, if
Okay.
it matters if I see it or
It
not.
might help.
If I don't even see it.
Okay.
And that one does not auto fail a check.
Yeah.
So you're going with a 10, you're not going to add guidance to it because you can't sleight of hand it if you can't see it.
I'm gonna. Okay, yeah.
You just gotta roll 4.
point.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
a 4.
2.
2, 12.
12.
It's not horrible.
You look around the room, your heart is pounding, your little cat ears are airplaned, not in a good way. And so you kind of like slowly prowl your way around. You're looking around, you don't see it. You see his massive great axe laid up against his bedside. It is like as big as your human torso. Like, it is huge. You are intimidated by it. But you turn around and you see there's a satchel there. It could be in there, or it could be in the chest over there.
Fuck.
You can dip.
We found everything we
Coward.
need
You
Yeah.
did.
Coward.
to. Shut up! I just hear stock.
You don't have to do this. You've already done everything.
Yep.
This is just something that would seem
You
like
could
a
also
good idea.
seek out the camp's water supply and give literally everyone the shits.
Dysentery.
Surely it would kill some.
Because my sleight of hand's only +3.
This would be considered one
My
of the
sleight of hand's
first
only
uses
+3.
of chemical
No,
warfare.
you don't want to do that.
In the course of
Okay, that's fine.
Abnordian
If you
history.
come out-
Healing.
That is fine too. Also, Back out. You're
This
not
set
being
the
shamed for
standards
that.
for
Yeah.
battles to come.
Do what you want to do.
Yeah, do what Tarun
This
would-
wasn't in the plan.
Yeah.
So you and Slane came up with this. Only Slane is going to know you chickened out, and frankly, I don't think Slane would be mad.
No, Slane would be... Slane's the most understanding of
I'm
anyone.
literally a scaredy cat right now.
Yeah.
I
So you're
can't
just
do
gonna go,
this.
nah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
As you trot out of the room and kind of run towards Slane, you can just tell, like, still Bobcat form, scared, it didn't happen.
I'm like giving like a comforting pat, like it's okay.
Head pat,
Yeah.
head scritch.
Do
Yeah.
you want to poison the town water
Do
supply?
we want to poison their whole water supply?
Shut up. We could if we wanted, but I feel like that's kind of wasting the...
Yeah.
Also, just kind of a dick move.
We
Well, we are kind of dicks.
Where are the druids
This is
located
war.
on
You're gonna
that
have to
map?
be a dick.
They were
slaughtering
located,
all
like,
those horses was...
I mean, you
It
could
doesn't
be
really
the high
matter,
ground.
but, like,
I chose
some
the low
were
ground. You don't have to sink to my level.
some were positioned at, like, the outpost
I'm not
here,
killing
some were
people.
positioned at
I'm
a
just
different
making people
outpost.
sick.
Okay.
They were just, you just counted that the army is in control of 6 arch-druids or druids.
You just know that it's a
Are you
deadly
ready to
poison.
Because I think we got
Meow.
everything.
Yeah.
Can you turn into an eagle? And
Meow.
fly it above the camp. I have an idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out the whistle and just like a shit-eating grin on my face.
You're gonna wake him up in the middle. At this point, I'll say the sun is setting. It is getting dark out.
You're
Yeah.
gonna
We could
blow
wait
your
until
whole
it's middle of
We
night.
can wait until it's the middle of the night to do this just after the stalk.
Exhaustion.
3 a.m.
Exhaustion.
3
At
a.m.
this point, Trill, you give your little cat nod. You swap into a bird, and you begin circling. Stealth check again. At this point, Pass Without a Trace has dissipated.
I will
unless
cast
you want to
another
recast
Pass
it.
Without a Trace.
Okay.
It's a second level
That's
spell,
fair.
so I have enough of those. And you still have advantage on this, because I can just give you another set of earmuffs. 29.
19.
Okay.
Plus 10?
Plus 10.
29.
Yeah, you got it fine. So
I didn't count the plus 10 last time that we did stealth. But I
you
still passed
wait
it.
to listen, circling above the outpost, until you hear shouting, "Horses!" And you start people start like rising, running around, getting angry. You even see Hilda stomping and charging her way over there.
Below. Do you want
I'm-
to wait?
I'm gonna wait until the commotion seems to have settled down just enough to the danger has
It's
passed.
not going to.
And then
The horse, all the horses, well, not all of the horses, but most of the horses have been killed.
Only one survived.
Yeah.
And I'm going to blow, as soon as I see Hilda going into the stable, I'm going to blow it as loud as I can.
And you don't really hear much of what's going on, but you see, as you fly away, almost all of the tents just open.
We could also go to one of the other...
Oh yeah, we're going
cabins.
all of them to give everyone exhaustion.
Fuck yeah, that's what you're doing, and I think that's where we're gonna wrap you guys up
Yeah.
tonight. You guys succeeded very well. Very well done. That was the most important one here.
We got all the information we needed, plus
All right.
we can get exhaustion from now on.
So we're coming to the end of the session right now, and there's one final thing that we need to do. And I know I said that I wasn't really going to do this much in the future, but this is something we need to do now. If any of you guys, most of the time I say, if you want to listen to anything out of character that you were out of the room for, you can listen to. If you are Josh, Kelly, Carrie, Chris, or Tyler, if you listen past this point, I'm going to consider this spoilers. Do not listen to this even outside of the recording. I'd like all of you to leave. I just need to talk to them.
Oh god!
I'm sorry, Mocha.
Can
You
I,
are not allowed to know what happens.
can I just say that we also give the whistle to Rickard as well?
Yeah, you can do that afterwards.
Here, take your
Just
baby.
that way. Oh, because if anyone should have this whistle, it should be
I don't want him to get
the law
stepped on.
speaker, you know?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, just blow
give
it
it to Anne.
once Hilda's actually there. I feel like it's
Yeah, the
probably
last speaker needs a lot of things.
once they're actually attacking you, just
losers.
like,
Take my shoes real fast. I don't want to get moisturized me.
That was the wettest thing I've ever felt in my life.
What? What did Kelly do?
Put the condensated cup on my forehead.
Oh god.
this is gonna take me a hot second.
Oh, I'm just tight. I'm not even
Look at
gonna
baby.
time.
She's just liquid right now.
1 second.
Kitty go meow.
This is the first cat you've lived with, right?
Yes.
How do you feel?
She's very loud.
She is. I will
Very
say that
sweet.
she's a very sweet cat. She is much more high maintenance than most.
Okay, bye, sorry.
So, hey Ed, you ready for some 3D, 4D chess?
I'm ready for some D chess.
Gunnar and Rickard, at the end of the week, in the middle of the night, sit beside each other as Gunnar hunches over a piece of parchment on his desk in front of him. Do you think this is going to be convincing, Ivor?
Are you referring to the...
He's writing a letter right now.
Okay. Well, the timing's a little suspect, as it's no real better timing than the present.
He sighs and continues writing it down and hesitates at one part. And thinks, promise me one thing, Rickard. When I'm finally gone, that you look after the people. They deserved better than me.
You have my word, Nyland.
Lars is... He continues to write down, and you notice him writing his son's name down on the letter as well. My son is not yet of stable mind and body, and frankly, neither was I when I took this position, but he needs to grow up before he can take on the responsibilities of chieftainship. And he signs his name at the end of the letter and sets his pen down and says, "Where will you find the body?" She's mad they're outside. Mocha!
Mocha,
Come here.
come on, this is important. This is an important moment. Mocha, you're screaming.
Okay, keep going. You're good. Just ignore her.
Short term, I could probably just make an illusion for the time being, but as soon it needs to be replaced quickly.
Mocha! Just ignore her.
It's funny silence.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, hold on.
I'm just gonna get her. Mocha! I'm just gonna hold her.
The timing is just really funny. If Mocha's a little troll.
Okay.
Alright. Rewind.
Rewind.
Short term, an illusion spell can get the job done, though I will have to find a replacement roughly in your build. I will do my best to find one from the opposing camp.
And you've figured out a way to deal with the Baylors, I've assumed? Well, he wouldn't call them that. You figured out a way to deal with the sorcerers from Ankiari Fell?
Absolutely.
He nods. Okay, Mocha! Oh my god. I don't know.
You know what?
Or are you just gonna... You could just put her in the bathroom for a little bit. You just gonna hold her?
I'm just gonna hold it.
Okay. He nods. At this time, the letter has been written. It has been placed on his bed as he, in a... what can only be described as a freeing fit of rage, destroys his own room. He and you eventually gets atop a horse and meets you at the southern wall and states, as he looks out into the dark wild, says, "I may have been a coward, Ivor, but At least I'm making the right decision this time. He reaches down off of his horse to shake your hand.
And I take his hand, I shake it, and tell him, you did your best with what you were given.
He smiles lightly and nods and looks forward to the wilderness. Do you want to call everyone back now? Oh!
Oh.
Mocha ran outside.
She immediately ran outside.
She was so pissed you guys were outside.
She was livid. Mocha was pissed.
You'll hear it on the recording for sure.
We heard her through the door.
Yeah. This is what happens every time someone goes outside.
We got... Kelly, we only got so much room. This is a tiny apartment.
Chocolate milk?
Yeah,
Chocolate milk
No.
lesbian.
I'm missing the context.
Alright, everyone sit down. We are about to wrap this shit up.
Okay, Kelly, say something.
Yeah, I haven't even found my sister yet. That was my one thing.
Well, I think you
Oh,
failed.
man.
How does that make you
Sometimes
feel?
you just don't win.
Man, you haven't found your sister. I haven't found my sister. That's a whole
There was a
lot.
bird.
You have a sister?
She was a woman. Alright, now I can catch up on all the in-session chat, because I was not paying attention. Oh, there was only one.
Stonk, you're twice orphaned. What's your sibling status?
Non-existent?
Did you have any?
No. Not
For like
that
a
long.
week.
Damn, two sets of parents and none of them had kids other than you?
Yeah.
Damn, that's gonna
They'd
sad.
probably be dead if they were around, to be fair, so... Maybe it's for the
Yeah.
best that they're not around.
No parents.
Alright, are you all ready?
Siblings.
I am prepared as soon as I sit down.
Whoa, what was that?
I was knocking down that.
Okay.
Nothing's
Please be
broken, it was
careful.
just very clinky.
No, there's a lot of technical difficulties this session.
Alright,
Lots
Let's
of
get-
things.
let's get this shit started
Take my
because
hair down.
Alright.
My hair
at the end of the
And
week,
brown.
before even the morning begins, you are all awoken early to the solemn and fearful silence of guards that arrive at your door. They state everyone's presence is requested at or nearby the war room.
Okay.
The sun hasn't risen yet, and the sky is still dark.
Is Mocha summoned?
Yeah, she wants to go outside now because she saw you guys go outside.
So that's us being called to the war.
Yep.
That's the horns.
And,
That's
and
the
we go
horns.
to see what's happened.
At this point, it appears everyone has gathered at the war room. They are crowded in, wondering what this commotion is about, and it is
Very confused.
very confusing and very quiet.
Except for that.
Okay, can someone get her, please?
Oh, God.
If you want to hand her to me, I'll coddle her.
My nose is.
Or at least I
She just saw you guys go outside, and now she wants to go outside.
You at least
so-
gotta let her scream straight into the mic.
Only once. As a treat.
Alright, continue, please.
Bragi, one of the generals, pulls out a letter in front of him and begins to read it. This is the word of Gunnar Nyland, son of Ihar Nyland, chieftain of Beruvik, and Jarl of the Greater Abnordian Empire. It is of my sound wishes, and as he reads this, Thyrus snarls and marches towards him and grabs the paper from his hand. Give it to me! It is of my sound wishes that Ivar Orvinson, formerly known as Rickard Walter, law speaker of Beruvik, serve as the Jarl of Greater Avnordia upon my death, until my son, Loris Nyland, return to Beruvik and is of proper age and ability.
Is Gunnar in the room with us?
Bragi steps forward, looking at Thyra, who's fuming in disbelief, and the rest of the room bickering in confusion as Bragi turns to Thyra, saying, his body was found this morning outside the northern wall. He died on impact with the ground, a large stone impaling his skull. In his pocket was this note. I saw it. It's his handwriting.
Is a certain law speaker in the room right now?
Thyra slowly turns to Rickard. How does he look?
Slightly distraught.
Oh, he's
Do you
distraught.
want to roll a deception
Can
check?
I roll an insight?
Insight this man.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not inciting.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point for a reroll. Okay.
Insight
I
is
want
and
to
whether
do
or not-
Nice reroll.
insight.
I doubled my roll.
Wow. Are you even there?
I don't know. Am I?
No.
Yeah?
Well, no, you're probably in the far, far back. You can't hear
Well,
what's
Tommy
going
had a
on.
great insight.
Okay.
I guess these people are angry over there.
8.
8. Slane, what did you roll?
21.
21. What did you roll, Carrie?
Like
8. What did you roll,
I
Stone?
think I'm gonna use
I
it.
didn't roll.
Okay.
I wouldn't bother.
What
That
are you
was
doing?
low. I'm using the luck stone, but it was lower.
Oh, okay.
No.
I have a -1 to my insight. There's literally no point.
Okay.
I was hoping I could get higher. Because,
You can roll good.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So, with the highest being a 21, Rickard, what did you roll on your deception?
16.
16.
Oh.
Slane is the only one who sees the slightest smile curl. I think that's where we're going to end today's session, unless there's something else you want to announce. You want to give Tyler a brain aneurysm now or later?
Oh no!
I think we should say that for next session.
Okay, we can do it next session.
Because,
Is my sister on a peel on a rock somewhere?
you fucking wish.
Oh my
Get
god.
married?
That's where we're gonna end the session.
Well, that is
I mean, that
terrifying.
Oh, no.
Rickard is now the chieftain and Jarl of the greater Avnordian Empire.
Why is that the most terrifying thing we found out today?
Record,
How does
this is
this power feel?
fucking suspicious
Oh, it
way
is
to rise the
liberating.
power I've ever seen.
You're not gonna do
It-
your
it-
first decree?
Let's see if I do well on that insight check.
As you are,
Like,
now decree.
retroactively.
Blah, blah,
Nah, 3. I
No.
wouldn't have seen through it. You seem sincere.
Close
Damn, that must have
You
been
guys
really
were like,
unfortunate
shit,
event.
Gunnar was depressed. Maybe this sudden burst of confidence he had was...
blah. Like a manic episode
Yeah.
before.
I say good riddance.
The only one who knows is
Bye,
not
Gunnar.
gonna-
Are you gonna share with anyone? Your, you know?
Well,
Rickard's gotta be so much better than
Even
Gunnar,
with our
right?
shitty insights, this looks suspicious as shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
obviously.
Absolutely.
Thyra knows just looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What do we do?
Man, if only they knew.
If only they knew.
If only they knew.
Was it? Did you actually convince him to do this?
Man, if only they knew.
If only they knew.
There's a
If
slight.
only you guys knew.
If only you guys knew.
God, now I'm gonna have to
Only you
just
knew.
yell at Rickard next session.
So now
See,
I gotta
this
find.
is why I gotta make an NPC, a new character coming up.
This is Rickard's final chess move.
Now we gotta go get a bunch of bloodstone to bring back the Jarl.
Yeah, where are you gonna get all the bloodstone?
bloodstones?
Well, the Jarl was looking into it.
Oh no.
Oopsie doopsie.
Well, you ready for break-in mission 2 Electric Boogaloo?
You know, I was concerned about you guys like trying to look for the bloodstones, but then you guys just didn't look for them.
Well, we were busy the rest of the session
Yeah.
to not even have a chance to look for them. Otherwise, I probably would have.
Man,
Oh well.
How we feeling?
Oh, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I don't have to resurrect Sven anymore, so you know that
yeah, you're saving money.
The
Yeah,
one
you
person-
need a law speaker now.
Yeah.
Slane could be your lost speaker.
Wait,
Then I could go.
You can't be Jarl and Law Speaker. You gotta hire a new
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to
Tommy
hire
still
a new
doesn't
law
know
speaker.
Should
that
hire
he's being
Stonk.
shown to the
That would be
bus.
the funniest outcome.
And then also we still haven't
Slane.
had the argument with
I mean,
Stonk about
it's like
his bad
it's
decisions.
self-destroy.
No, you have not.
Yeah, well, I know.
I say that's all siege. That's all great drama for the siege.
That's good
Yeah,
What
shit.
is great drama?
Me,
It's your
Slane,
decision,
a lost speaker.
Keeping
Ingolf
Ingolf here
Oh.
and throwing Tavi under the bus. Tavi doesn't know. We also don't know where Tavi is.
Because
Yeah.
anybody who knows Hilda as well as Rickard knows Hilda knows that stealing her horse, yeah, She'll be here within the next 24 hours.
I triggered the siege early, everyone.
Oh, good. We gave him exhaustion for this siege too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, did we cause exhaustion?
Oh my god. Does the siege start because everyone heard the whistle and assumed that meant go?
No.
No, we gave him exhaustion because we interrupted their sleep at like 3
Was there
a.m.
any like plans that went through for the other encampments, like the siege weapon encampment that we found? Because we told Gunnar about it, and we assumed that he was going to have
You
plans.
guys did your part.
Yeah.
Other people did their part.
Okay.
Yeah, that was more the
We should have also
Elric
gone to the
family.
druids,
Right.
but I don't think we have time for that.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
supposed to nuke it. Did they? We don't
That
know.
would be
Yeah.
stuff we were reporting to Gunnar
hope
right
so.
now,
Yeah.
like, about all the
They
stuff
like
we just did.
The
exploding
so-
things, so they
start
probably
of
did.
next session will start with a little monologue by me about what's going on, and then basically Edison taking control and saying what the plan is.
Okay, let's go.
Just
And did
you
you
guys
guys
know.
get so fucking tired of Gunnar changing all our plans every 5 minutes that you killed him?
I mean, you wish you knew.
Yeah, you wish.
You wish you knew.
This is
You wish
fucking
you knew.
4D chess, my dude.
You
This
wish
is
you
Celebrating with the fresh ship posts.
Oh, is it been posted?
Gunner's body
Let's
was
see.
found. It was verified to be his handwriting.
Was I
But was it his body?
They said it was.
Was it his skull that was
Yeah,
smashed
wait a
in?
second.
We can't really identify someone if
I
their
can
skull is
prepare a
smashed
fun
in.
Who
spell.
knows his dick?
I can prepare a fun spell, and I haven't prepared my spells for the day.
Do it.
I could do a very fun thing.
Yeah.
You could crack this wide open.
Just like his head.
You know what the fun thing is? With that spell, it'd be your words versus his.
Oh no!
Yeah, because he's in
Slayer's
charge.
learned from Rickard just a little bit.
Like, even if we expose him ourselves, we can't really say shit because he's in charge now. Unless you start a whole
Rickard,
ass
you
revolt,
won't-
and where's the
You
effort
want
in that? We're
Tyrannus
going into war.
to maintain your power, right?
I mean, that's not in the plans.
I mean, Slay is certainly about to might change that a little bit with Cast and Speak
In
with Death.
24 hours. Well, the more I'll say this. In the span of like a little under a month, Rickard went from law speaker to king.
Yeah.
When was Gunnar?
Fast track.
When was Gunnar the Jarl of the whole Greater Empire? He was just.
It was implied that people treated him as such when he was getting all of the letters, and he like got visibly uncomfortable when everyone
What's your
called him
plan
Jarl.
now to
But
get
that
Hickman
letter-
on our side?
That letter was the first time
Yeah,
he
just
had
one
ever
step at a time
acknowledged
here.
it.
Huh.
Oh man, this
I guess I'm changing my prepared spells now. So I have it so I don't forget, because I will forget.
All right, we're wrapping this up now.
Yeah.
Any final words? Final thoughts?
Woohoo! I'm a horseman now.
It is good to be king.
I'm gonna unprepared locate up. I don't
And I
Wait a
just
second.
can't wait
Stonk.
to be king.
There's a king.
You already are king.
Yep.
You gotta kill him.
Yeah. That's the rules.
I can't wait for Stonk to kill him. That would be very funny.
You have to. It's
Wait a
it's the
minute.
law.
Wait a minute.
Rickard,
Speaker.
Oh! I'm preparing a different spell.
What do you prefer?
Rickard would have to go out of his
Clairvoyance.
way to
Clairvoyance?
betray
You just
Stonk
gave
in
me a
order for
focus.
Stonk
An
to
expensive
actually
focus.
get angry. Like, you have been
And I have visited
almost
the war room.
exclusively a help, but you're like kind of a dick about it. Like,
I have visited
he
their
doesn't
war
love
room,
you,
Lauren.
but there's no hatred towards you. You're just doing your job, and he's just like, yeah, you know, other than the fact that you're kind of here to keep an eye on me, you're all right.
It
You
says
carry
a
your
focus
weight.
worth. It says a focus worth 100 GP, either A, which means it has to be worth 100, or either has to be a jeweled horn for hearing or a glass eye for seeing. This isn't
Oh,
a
it's
horn
an
for
eyeglass.
hearing or a
A
glass.
spyglass is worth 100 gold. Those
It
And I
is,
was
but it's
reading
not
this-
a glass
I misread
eye
that.
for
There's
seeing.
another one that I was
Yeah, that
thinking
I get
of.
that's
Is it Scrying?
yeah, that's kind of
Confusing.
stupid.
Oh, I don't have Scrying. Never mind. That's why.
Yeah, we'll discuss this next week, but
Okay.
let's wrap this up here.
Yeah.
Any final words?
When's
Nope.
the coronation?
Hippity hoppity, Beruvik is my property.
Thank you. We'll end with that.